Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. We'll have kirtan first, and then we'll have the further program ahead. We are waiting for devotees to join. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine. Pracharine Nirvishesha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Balram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Krishna, Jaya Lalita Vishakha, 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 Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadra Mai, Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Subhadra Mai, Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Jaya Gauranita, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishwapadaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitanamane Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravana Pracharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasha Desha Tarane Namaschintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddha Nitya Mukta Abhinatvam Nama Naminam Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Eva Kevalam Kalo Nasyeva 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 Getiranyata Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Nam Sankirtan Yajna Ki
Jai.
Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Premananda Hari 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Sankirtan Yajna के
Okay, Vaishnav. Okay, Vaishnav. Hare Krishna.
You can follow. The mic is
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. ओहि वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागरा ये दासे करुणा करी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागर ये दासे करुणा करी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागरा ये दासे करुणा करी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागर ये दासे करुणा करी
दिया पद छाया सोदो हे माया तुम्हारा चरण दोरी
दिया पद छाया सोतो है अमाया तुम्हारा चरण धोरी
दिया पद छाया सोदो हे माया तुम्हारा चरण दोरी
दिया पद छाया सोतो है अमाया तुम्हारा चरण धोरी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागरा ये दासे करुणा करी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागर ये दासे करुणा करी
छाया बेगदोमी छाया दोष शोधी छाया गुण दे गोदाशे
छाया बेहधूमि छाया दोष शोधी छाया गुणा देहो दासे
छाया बेगदोमी छाया दोष शोधी छाया गुण दे गोदासे
छाया बेहधूमि छाया दोष शोधी छाया गुण देहो दासे
छाया सत्संगा देखो हे आमारे बोशची संगेर आशे
छाया सत्संग देहो हे आमारे बोसेची संगेर आसे
छाया सत्संगा देखो हे आमारे बोशची संगेर आशे
छाया सत्संग देहो हे आमारे बोसेची संगेर आसे
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागरा ये दासे करुणा करी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागर ये दासे करुणा करी
ये काकी हमारा नहीं पाया बाला हरि नाम संकीर्तने
ये के हमारा नहीं पाया भला हरि नाम संकीर्तने
तुम्ही कृपा कोरी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया देखो कृष्ण नाम दाने
तुम्ही कृपा कोरी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया देहो कृष्ण नाम धने
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागरा ये दासे करुणा करी
ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दयार सागर ये दासे करुणा करी
कृष्ण से तुम्हारा कृष्ण दीते पारो तुम्हारा शक्ति आचे
कृष्ण से तुम्हारा कृष्ण दीदे पारो तुम्हारा शक्ति आछे
कृष्ण से तुम्हारा कृष्ण दीते पारो तुम्हारा शक्ति आछे
कृष्ण से तुम्हारा कृष्ण दीते पारो तुम्हारा शक्ति आछे
हामी तो कंगाला कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली दाई तव पाचे पाचे
हामी तो कंगाला कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली दाई तव पाछे पाछे
हामी तो कंगाला कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली दाई तव पाचे पाचे
हामी तो कंगाला कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली दाई तव पाछे पाछे
ओगे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दोयारा सागारा हे दासे करुणा कोरी
ओहे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दोयारा सागारा हे दासे करुणा कोरी
ओगे वैष्णव ठाकुरा दोयारा सागारा हे दासे करुणा कोरी
Start there, sir. There, start. Another family. No, 5 minutes.
गोविंदा माधवा गोपाला केशवा
गोविंद माधवा गोपाल केशव
गोविंद माधवा गोपाला केशवा
गोविंद माधवा गोपाल केशव
गोविंद माधवा गोपाला केशवा
गोविंद माधवा गोपाल केशव
जय नंद मुकुंदा नंद गोविंद राधे गोपाला
जय नंद मुकुंद नंद गोविंद राधे गोपाल
जय नंद मुकुंदा नंद गोविंद राधे गोपाला
जय नंद मुकुंद नंद गोविंद राधे गोपाल
गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाला
गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाल
गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाला
गिरिधारी जय राधे गोपाल
गण श्याम 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 जय जय राधे गोपाला
गण श्याम 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 जय जय राधे गोपाल
गण श्याम 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 जय जय राधे गोपाला
गण श्याम 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 जय जय राधे गोपाल
गोविंद माधवा गोपाला केशवा
गोविंद माधवा गोपाल केशव
गोविंद माधवा ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೇಶವ
ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೇಶವ
ಜಯ ನಂದ ಮುಗುಂತ ನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಜಯ ನಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಜಯ ನಂದ ಮುಗುಂತ ನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಜಯ ನಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಜಯ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಜಯ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಜಯ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಗಿರಿಧಾರಿ ಜಯ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಗಣ ಶ್ಯಾಮ 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 ಗಣ ಶ್ಯಾಮ 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 ಗಣ ಶ್ಯಾಮ 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 ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ
ಗಣ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಶ್ಯಾಮ
ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಗಣ ಶ್ಯಾಮ 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 ಶ್ಯಾಮ
ಗಣ ಶ್ಯಾಮ
ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಧೆ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಹರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೆ 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 ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೆ ಹರೆ
ಹರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೆ 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 ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೆ ಹರೆ
ಹರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹರೆ 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 ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಹರೆ ಹರೆ
ಹರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹರೆ ಹರೆ ಬೋಲೋ ಹರೆ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಹರೆ ಹರೆ
ಗೋವಿಂದ ಮಾಧವ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೇಶವ
Often. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is it audible? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. We would like to welcome you all for the 74th Vyasa Puja ceremony of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we would like to thank you all that you have taken a very precious thing, which is time, and that too on a weekend, to come and attend this auspicious ceremony. So we are almost about to begin. So we had the kirtan. I hope you all like the kirtan. So now we'll begin with a short lecture by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. We'll play the video, and after that, it's a short lecture, 15-20 minutes, and after that we'll start the glorification of Guru Maharaj. And we have a list. If any one of you would still like to add your name, and if you would like to glorify His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, please give your names to Sai Prabhu. He is standing here in the center. So you can give your names to him. So we'll begin with the lecture by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Thank you.
We were speaking yesterday to some of the brahmacharis of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Ashram about how for our service to be pleasing to Krishna, to our gurus, they must be offered with gratitude. Otherwise, it's not really a quality of service. There's no bhakti without gratitude. There's no true bhakti without humility. That's not a detail. That's at the heart of Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. If we're grateful and we're serving with gratitude, then we're willing to make sacrifices and we're willing to adjust our consciousness in such a way to please the object of our service. What I saw in Srila Prabhupada and what I see in Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is immoral activities are great stumbling blocks to the awakening of bhakti. But even more than that is being ungrateful. That is such a stumbling block. And yet we think we're making advancement. Because when we're grateful, we can access the power we can be given the empowerment to overcome difficulties. Vyasa Muni was a very strict person, but he was a very ungrateful person. Ambarish Maharaj really wanted to serve him. Instead of being grateful for Ambarish Maharaj, even if he made some mistakes, instead of appreciating, he became angry. He became critical. And there are story after story like that. Anyone can find faults. But the way Maya works is if you find fault in another devotee, your ego feels, just see how I am superior. I have such power, I have such greatness, I have such scholarship that I have the right to find fault with others. And in Vaishnava society, even if a devotee has faults, it's the degradation of our own soul to be focusing on them, unless we truly are their well-wishers who are trying to uplift them. Otherwise, we're just making aparadhs. So there's faults everywhere. Prabhupada would always be correcting and readjusting the consciousness of his devotees, because it's such an addiction to find faults. Srila Prabhupada explained this movement can only actually serve its purpose when we learn to appreciate each other, even despite our faults. Not that we just let people do the wrong things, but we empower people, we empower each other to do better. If we're in a particular specific role as a leader where people are under us, then sometimes like a parent we have to correct. But when we're just looking in all directions and finding, you're going to find if you look for them. But Srila Prabhupada and all of our acharyas taught us how to appreciate also. Because in this world, not everything is going to go the way we want them to go. And that's Krishna's grace, because if it did, we would make no progress. We are meant to relate with other Vaishnavas on a higher level. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he would see devotees finding faults with each other, he would sit them in front of each other face to face and order them, tell me the good qualities of this person. Very difficult. When you're having this kind of conflict and you're a leader and you have other people following you, you have a big ego, it's very bad. But when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur orders, I want you to speak the good qualities of this person. You have to. And after a while, they're speaking, they realize actually the person has a lot of good qualities. And yes, there's things I don't like. But that's not what we're focusing on, unless that's our specific service to do that for that person. So for our community to really grow, we must be very, very strong in empowering each other to perform our sadhana properly, to perform our service with enthusiasm. But that's not really going to happen unless we empower each other to give up our fault-finding tendencies. In other words, to be grateful.
Hare Krishna, there is one more small
Some
video.
years ago, I was addressing a group of about 400 accounting students at a college in Mumbai. And I spoke, according to what I was asked to speak on, a spiritual message. After my talk, I asked for questions. Now, when there's a body of students, you have to be prepared for anything if you ask for questions. So I called on one young man. He stood up. Everyone in the entire auditorium went, ooh. So I knew that this person must be very charismatic and popular. He began to scream at me. You are a cheater. I reject everything that you have said. You are simply misleading us. What if everyone in the world became a Swami like you? who would run the governments, who would grow the food, who would do the banking, who would do the transporting. Therefore, I reject whatever you have said. I'm happy to tell you that he got a standing ovation. And it lasted a long time. All the students were cheering and howling in pleasure. I guess students really like to see their teacher go through things like this. So as I was standing, waiting for the uproar to quiet down, I said a little prayer. What am I supposed to say? Would you like to hear what I said? I said to him, what if everyone in the world became an accountant like you? Who would run the governments? Who would grow the food? Who would do the banking? Who would do the transporting? In fact, if everyone in the world became an accountant like you, there would be a 100% unemployment rate because no one would need an accountant. With all humility, I'd like to tell you that I got a louder standing ovation than he did. I explained to him there's need for politicians and there's need for farmers and bankers and transporters and engineers and teachers, and there's a need for accountants, and there's also a place for little swamis like me. A healthy body is where all the organs and all the limbs respect one another and work together for the purpose of a healthy whole body. Now, the different organs and limbs and parts of the body, many have different colors, different shapes, and they can each do something unique that others cannot do. The heart cannot do what the kidneys do. The liver cannot do what the eyes do. The brain cannot do what the feet do. You see, all the different parts of the body, they're not fighting with one another over which has a superior shape or size or ability. If they do, the whole body is diseased. And similarly, a healthy human body, social body, is where people come to a higher state of consciousness where we appreciate and respect the contributions of everyone, however they may be different from ourselves. There was a man. He lived in the 1920s, 1930s. His name was Easy Eddie. Easy Eddie was a super empowered attorney. And he was so good that he was hired by the Chicago Mafia, which was led in those days by someone named Al Capone. He was such a good lawyer. He knew the law so good, and he had so many connections, and he could manipulate things in such ways that no matter what charges they had on Al Capone or his people, they couldn't put any of them in jail. They couldn't convict him of anything. And because he was such a good lawyer, he was so valuable that the Mafia gave him enormous amounts of money. He had private airplanes. He had practically an entire city block
of property with a beautiful mansion, the best of cars, the best of everything. And his son, he could do anything he wanted. But Easy Eddie was thinking, I've given my son everything. Everything money could buy. But there's one thing I haven't given my son. I haven't given him an example of a father that he could be proud of. And he thought about this for some time. And Easy Eddie came to the conclusion, the only way I could give my son a father with a legacy of a good name is I have to help the government put the mafia in prison. Because the mafia was killing people, and he was getting them off. Getting people addicted to drugs and alcohol, and he was getting them off. Extorting innocent little store owners who are struggling for their life, pay us so much a month or we're going to bomb your store. And they bomb them, and he was helping them. He helped the FBI. He testified, and many of the biggest people in the mafia were put in prison. He knew full well that he would be killed for doing this. And one day he was riding in his car and another car came by and several people with machine guns filled his body with bullets and he laid on the street dead. He paid a very high price to give his son a father who he could be proud of. That's a high price. But for him it was worth it. Now I'm going to tell you another story. There was a man, he was in the United States Air Force during World War II. And he was on a battleship called the USS Lexington. And he took off from his ship with a squadron of other airplanes, maybe 6 or 7, to go fight against the Japanese. As they were flying in the sky, this person realized that someone on the ship forgot to put fuel in his tank. So he radioed to the leader of his formation and said, I have to go back. He said, well, we can't. You go back. We have to keep going. On his way back, he saw about 9 Japanese bombers coming toward the USS Lexington to sink the boat. And there were thousands of people on the boat. He was alone, and there were 9 of them. And he decided, I have to stop them. Because there was the ship, they didn't know what was happening. So he single-handedly charged at these 9 airplanes and was shooting and shooting and shooting. And he actually had 2 of them fall into the ocean. And then he ran out of bullets. And they were shooting at him and attacking him. And he was so enthusiastic and so fearless that he was flying at these different planes that were shooting at him, and he was knocking off their wings. And finally, after 5 of the 9 sank, the other 4 thought, this man is completely crazy, let's get out of here. And they all flew away. And he came back, his plane was all beaten up, and the people of the USS Lexington actually saw what was happening. But they weren't prepared. He was the first person in the U.S. Air Force in World War II to get the U.S. Congressional Medal of Honor, the highest award there is. His name was Butch O'Hare. And the airport in Chicago, O'Hare Airport, is named after him. He's considered one of the greatest heroes of American history because he was willing to sacrifice his own life for the higher cause of others. What makes this story so interesting is Butch O'Hara was the son of Easy Eddie. That's a strong foundation. What are we giving our children? I have seen in my life traveling around, I've been wandering around this planet for 63 years now. I've seen people work so hard for money, give it to their children, and then their children fight as enemies to see who gets it. Is that the legacy? Is that fulfilling life? Is that what we want to leave to the world? Our values, our character, the grace and the compassion, the love that flows through us is the greatest contribution we could make to our own life, to God, to our families, and to the world. And when we have those values, and we work and we build that foundation through good company and good practices and good decisions, then we could have a wonderful, fulfilling, meaningful life beyond birth, beyond death. And we could leave that as a legacy for the world.
Hare Krishna. I hope you liked all the short, powerful lectures of Maharaj. We see so much in first lecture. Maharaj was focusing on how bhakti cannot be done without humility and gratitude. Yes, and we have to empower each other because the entire body can be healthy when all the limbs function nicely in their proportion based on their responsibilities. So similarly, we all devotees can work together with that humility and gratitude. So with that, we'll start now the glorification section, where you all, as many of you have come forward to glorify His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. So we'll start. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Thank you. I woke some of you up. Sorry for that. So we'll begin with His Grace Permission Prabhu. And so it's a humble request to all the devotees to kindly keep your offerings for 3 minutes. Hari Bol. Dipankar stopped that part. I don't know, it was intentional. So again, I request, keep your offerings humbly, please, to 3 minutes, as much as possible, right? Okay, thank you, Prabhu. His Grace Permission, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Tiram Sakyanam Janslakya Chachurum Nitam Yena Tasmiste Kve Namaha. Radhanath Maharaj has given so many definitions for Krishna conscious people. One of them is Krishna conscious means no envy. All envious people are not in Krishna consciousness. It means that they are Maya consciousness. Those who want to become pure with Krishna conscious must try to become non-envious. This is its important one. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And the next devotee I would like to call is His Grace Kalanidhi Prabhu. And after that, I would request Srinath Prabhu to be ready and Sarvanand Prabhu. Also, I would request kindly, the pranam mantras you can skip. You can pray in your heart while coming to the dais so that we can save some time. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to glorify our Guru Maharaj. I was hearing yesterday a nice offering by Pranavanand Prabhu about our Guru Maharaj. He was saying Maharaj was explaining what is this Vapu and Vani. So Maharaj said, Vapu is important because it reminds you of the Vani of your Guru. So his Vapu becomes important. The moment you see his body, you will remember what are his teachings. So that way, Vapu is very important. So I am just thinking, the moment we see our Guru Maharaj, immediately whatever he said comes to our mind because he exemplifies whatever he spoke. The humility, the gratitude, the non-enviousness, the nature to find good in others and appreciate it, all these things are simply personified in him. So we are so extremely fortunate that not only we hear these things spoken by our Guru Maharaj for hours together in some lectures, but everything becomes personified in one form. So you have to just look at him to be reminded of all these things that you have heard from him for hours and hours. So that way, I would just like to express my sincere gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for having given us such an amazing movement as the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, where we have all his amazing disciples who actually personify. So we talk about Achar and Prachar. While they do Prachar very efficiently by giving hours of their time talking to us and giving us clarity and purity in our hearts, same time they are such Acharya that just simply by looking at them, whatever was spoken, it enters into our heart. We see in today's times, we see so many politicians who are very effective speakers, but they have no impact on the audience. They may get some claps, but at the end of it, nothing really goes in. But because we are in a movement like Krishna consciousness, where Achar and Prachar go hand in hand, without Achar, Prachar is useless. That we always understand. And our Guru Maharajas, they always, by their presence in front of us, they remind us how important it is to practice what we are preaching. So with these words, I express my sincere gratitude to Guru Maharaj and to the wonderful association of devotees with whom I am able to practice what I have been taught. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. A slight change. I would request Balram Shakti Prabhu to please. You all can welcome all the devotees who are coming forward by Hari Bol or Hare Krishna at least.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much for offering me this opportunity. I would like to just focus on just a few aspects of Maharaj's personality. Of course, every great Vaishnava is multifaceted. One thing I would like to focus on Maharaj's chastity to Srila Prabhupada. I would like to quote just two instances where recently His Grace Giriraj Prabhu was sharing in one of his offerings that it was Giriraj Prabhu who actually translated Maharaj's journey home in Gujarati. So he was appreciating Maharaj and Maharaj asked him that which part of the book you liked the most. And he narrated that he liked Maharaj's time spent with Ghanshyam Das Babaji the most. So he was narrating that whole thing, and at the end of it, Maharaj asked that you didn't like that episode where I met Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan? Like that he asked. So, and it was with so much genuine mood that he asked that he felt that must have been presented in a way that it had to create the most impact. So, Giriraj Prabhu was sharing that in 1976, that was the last visit Srila Prabhupada went abroad, and it stopped at London when Prabhupada became completely sick and he had to come back. So at that time when His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj was narrating glorifying Srila Prabhupada, and he had forgotten the year that Srila Prabhupada met Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Prabhupada was simply lying down actually. And when he forgot that year, immediately Prabhupada shot up and he said 1922. So that was how it was. That event of meeting that spiritual master was so deeply ingrained in his heart that, and similarly for Maharaj, that he wanted Giriraj Prabhu to say that, Prabhupada, your meeting, Maharaj, your meeting with Srila Prabhupada was the most amazing part of it. He felt like that. And another aspect of his chastity to Srila Prabhupada is connected with how he deals with his God brothers. I'll just connect one or two points and then come back to this. So, Maharaj is very, very deeply convinced of how his disciples should deal with his own God brothers and their disciples. You know, oftentimes we hear this, that Maharaj is so clear that especially in areas where there are disciples of others, gurus, Maharaj is very clear instructions to the leaders who happen to be his disciples, that they should never speak about him, promote him, or like that. So, and Maharaj, to the extent that he many times have mentioned that if I have, with my limited time, my prime focus is, if my first priority is to give time to my God brothers and God sisters, and if I have any extra time, it is for the disciples of my God brothers, and if any additional time is there, it is there for my disciples. If it is agreeable, you may take initiation. You know, that has been Maharaj's, because that's not just that Maharaj prioritizing, Maharaj, this is Maharaj's instructions to his disciples as to how they should respect his own God brothers and deal with the God brothers' disciples. So that, you know, for Maharaj, unity of ISKCON is paramount, and he has always done that. So having said that, once, many years back, His Holiness Shamanand Prabhu was recently sharing, many years back during the early days of Krishna consciousness, early days of Chowpatty temple, one Prabhupada disciple had come, and he was speaking to the brahmacharis in a very casual way, and he said, you know what, I had been to the Gaudiya Mutt, and in the Gaudiya Mutt they have a very much more deeper pranam mantra for Tulsi Maharani. Their Tulsi Aarti is, you know, much more deeper, something like that. And he taught them that mantra and all that. And that day afternoon, Maharaj was having prasadam with the brahmacharis, and Shamanand Prabhu, in a very excited way, he told Maharaj, we learned something very deep today. And then Maharaj became very serious and he said, what did he say? And then he said, when Maharaj asked like this, Shamanand Prabhu became afraid. And then he said, okay, we learned something very deep, deeper than what Srila Prabhupada gave. And he said, oh, is it? Is that what he said? Let's go and talk with him. So he took the brahmacharis and he went there and he told, Prabhuji, you will have to leave right now. Please leave the temple right now. So that was quite heavy. And even the disciples were very embarrassed because he did not really mean it in a very demeaning way. He was not demeaning Prabhupada or anything. But then after he left, then Maharaj clarified that it is my responsibility on behalf of Prabhupada to take care of you. So it would be, you know, you all know how much I love my God brothers, but I cannot allow anyone to act or speak in a way that it pulls Srila Prabhupada's position down. So, as much as as Maharaj loves his God brothers, but definitely, Prabhupada's position is a non-negotiable principle in Maharaj's heart. Can I speak one more? So, and Maharaj's sensitivity is another thing, extremely sensitive. All of this, of course, I have speaking, but I have had just one interaction with Maharaj in my whole life. But it's whatever I have heard and that impacted, I am just sharing. So, once Maharaj, these were also early days, Maharaj had some health crisis and the doctor had mentioned very strict diet. And Maharaj went to a devotee's disciple's house, and that Mataji was serving all those things which the doctors had clearly told that he should not be eating. And Maharaj, without telling anything, he ate all of that. And the personal servant came and told Maharaj that, Maharaj, why did you eat? I said, when Maharaj told that when I see all these things, that I clearly see the love and affection of a disciple towards her spiritual master. So I cannot say no. My health definitely takes a back seat, but it is your responsibility to ensure that the hosts know my dietary preference. You didn't do it, so I cannot say no. I will accept and I will not disappoint the disciple like that. Another very important point is Maharaj's, respect for Tadiya, anything connected to Krishna, or even devotees for that matter. So, we had speakers in our temple hall at Chowpatty, and Maharaj, because it is serving Krishna by broadcasting Krishna's Vani, Maharaj said it has to be honored properly. So, some very ornate boxes where cases were made to put those speakers so that it's properly honored. And after many years, they had to change the speakers. The whole sound system changed. So they no longer needed those speakers. So they told Maharaj, I think if the speakers are not there, we might as well remove the casings. So Maharaj said, no, that's not the way you do. They have served Krishna for so many years. Just because someone becomes useless, you don't remove them. They should be there. So all those casings you see in Chowpatty, they are just casings. There is no speaker inside. And in the same mode that one devotee was offering obeisances to Maharaj. So Maharaj was just taking his rounds, and suddenly the devotee saw Maharaj. So in a hurry, she paid obeisances, but her slippers, she removed her slippers, paid obeisances, and the slippers were in between Maharaj and the disciple. So Maharaj just came close to tell something, so the slippers was in between, and the Mataji just kicked the slippers away so that it is. So Maharaj became very grave, and he said, is this the way you treat someone who has served you faithfully for so long? So he was very serious actually, and he said, no, that's not the way you treat someone who has been very faithfully serving you. Do it respectfully, don't offend. He's talking about slippers actually, and which she was anyways wearing in her foot only. So one last thing, I'll just talking about this Tadiya, Maharaj's sense of humor. So Maharaj's sense of humor is never at the cost of hurting anyone. It's never, oftentimes our humor is filled with some kind of sarcastic intent to at least poke fun at someone, but oftentimes Maharaj's sense of humor is very elevating. It inspires the other person in a spiritual life. So again, Giriraj Prabhu was sharing that he had a serious knee issue and he had to do some knee replacement or something like that, and he was sharing it with Maharaj and he was struggling, and Maharaj said, "Oh, your knee has so faithfully served you in your service to Krishna for the last 72 years. I want to honor your knees. I will sing Jai Anilo for your knees." Anilo, like that he was telling, So he has a very powerful sense of humor, but that sense of humor is never, spoken in such a way to hurt anyone or poke fun at anyone else's cost. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for all the wonderful pastimes. So as we announced in the beginning, if anyone would like to add their names, who would like to glorify, please contact Sai Suman Prabhu here. So we move forward. Next, I request His Grace Sarvananda Prabhu. Next is His Grace Amarendra Prabhu. And now we bring back the condition of 3 minutes. Please forgive me.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Vyasa. So Srila Prabhupada, he gave us the 4 commandments, if you would like to call that. And what are the 4 commandments? Books are the basis, utility is the principle, preaching is the essence, and purity is the force. So today I want to talk about purity is the force. I'm sure all of you would have experienced either directly or indirectly a pure devotee making a big impact on other people. So I'm going to talk about a city called Leicester in England. This is about 15 years back. They were operating a temple, which was actually a makeshift house, a makeshift temple rather, running from a house. Their kitchen was their garage of the house that they had modified into a kitchen. And somehow things happened, it caught fire, it all got burnt down, and then the devotees met and they said, okay, we need to find a bigger place. Because Leicester actually is a South Asian origin city. A lot of South Asians are there. So they needed a bigger place, and they were looking for one, and then they saw one place that was run as a bank by Barclays Bank. And they liked it. It was all beautiful construction, very old, this stained glass, and all very nice. The devotees liked it, so they went to speak to the bankers to find out what is the price, and they were quoted 1.5 million pounds. And the devotees went back to see how they can organize that, and all they could muster was 350,000 pounds. That's not even 25%. And they nevertheless went to the bank, said, this is what we can afford to give you. And I mean, if you got like a car, you want to sell a car, you say it's 5 lakh rupees, someone comes to you with a 1 lakh rupee offer, you're going to feel insulted, obviously. And the bankers were not impressed, and the Barclays Bank people told no chance. And the devotees were also, they knew there was not really a winnable situation proposal. And they were sad, but they carried on looking. A few weeks later, Maharaj was giving a lecture at Barclays Bank. So these, in UK, many corporates and banks, they invite people from various walks of life to speak to their executives. And HSBC is another regular place where Maharaj goes. So here, Maharaj was speaking to all the top executives of Barclays Bank. And in that group attending that lecture was the person who said no to our devotees. By the time the talk was over, he calls his secretary and said, whatever offer they have, sell the bank to them. So, and that person, one of the congregation devotees, was actually working in Barclays Bank. So that's how we came to know how it was Maharaj had managed to influence indirectly the thing. So now ISKCON got a 1.5 million property for 350,000 pounds, less than 25%. So that's actually how purity works. So I wanted to share this. It's a very inspiring experience, and I hope not others are also feeling inspired by this sort of this purity. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna. I request devotees to kindly put their phones on silent mode if they are not expecting any emergency or important calls. After Amrendra Prabhu, I would request His Grace Sumadhur Shyam Prabhu, and after that, Her Grace Sukirti Mataji be ready.
Hare Krishna. So it was Balam Shakti Prabhu said once he had personal interaction, and of course we are even more that way unfortunate. Maharaj is not often visiting Chennai and we don't have much opportunity for personal service. But I remember when Maharaj was on his book tour, so devotees were making arrangement and they had come as an early party, and I was asked by the temple management to assist and to see whatever help can be extended. And my memories of that time are that that was a first of its kind of an experience, because devotees were asked not to come in devotee dress, and there was more focus on inviting new people or celebrities, and it was more of an outreach. So the most inspiring part for me at that time was that how the disciples, they understand and align themselves with the instructions and mood of Maharaj. And that is how we see that the different yatras which are led by Maharaj and his disciples, they are blossoming so beautifully in devotion and in service. So that is, I was just, when this announcement was made about the Vyasa Puja, and the first thing that popped in my head was that which Bhanu Maharaj often mentions, that the respect to the spiritual master, the honor to the spiritual master, the real honor is to follow his instructions. So, like we saw a small short video where Maharaj was talking about gratitude and humility. So Maharaj has given that essence in a small drop, and it's a lifetime of practice for me. I mean, whenever I see it, it's an embarrassment of a devotee that I am. And then there was this opportunity that we had. Maharaj was on this tour and Maharaj was visiting Pondicherry. And somehow, because there were certain aspiring disciples of Maharaj, and I had the good fortune to escort them. So in my head, I was like so duty bound. I went there as a duty. These devotees are there. Many years they've been practicing, and so I must take them and somehow present them to Maharaj. They're aspiring from you. And so we attended the program there, and then we had Jai Krishna Charan Prabhu and other devotees, Adbhut Gopal Prabhu. And then I was not sure whether we'll get an opportunity to personally meet Maharaj also. And there were a lot of dignitaries and others. It was like a, show time with the Lieutenant Governor and others who were present. Gaurang Prabhu was there. Anyway, we saw Maharaj and we kind of sneaked up to Maharaj, and then I was like, like a prepared thing. Here Maharaj, here is Jai Krishna Charan Prabhu, and what all services it does, and this is Adbhut Gopal Prabhu, these are all services that it does. And I was like, yes Maharaj, please, they are wonderful devotees and they are all aspiring from you. And Maharaj, the first thing Maharaj spoke about was of me, that you are so wonderful. You are glorifying these devotees. And I was like, I was not prepared for this. My focus was on these devotees, and I wanted Maharaj's focus to be on this. Maharaj is focusing on me. So as devotees, and as Maharaj was speaking, that how important it is to, it's like the opposite of fault finding is if we can genuinely appreciate. And for Maharaj, it was so natural. There's no effort put. It's just very natural. For us, for me, sometimes we have to think, how to say and what to say and how to look for good qualities. And that is, so it was just so natural for Maharaj. So I think the whole ISKCON community is blessed, and whether there are devotees who are initiated by Maharaj, but I'm sure most of the devotees are receiving Siksha from Maharaj worldwide, and we are all very fortunate to be present and and receive so much from Maharaj, so much love, so much compassion, and like devotees were just sharing that the personification of the principles of devotion. So we are all very grateful, and today I pray to Maharaj to bless me specifically, that I can be of some insignificant service, some significant service, insignificant service at his lotus feet to this great movement of Srila Prabhupada. And it is our great privilege that we are here and that we are able to utilize that opportunity. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. His Grace Sumadhu Sham Prabhu. And then just enter. You. Okay, after Sumadhu Sham Prabhu, Prabhuji, we would request, okay, while sitting down, sorry for that, Prabhu. After Sumadhu Sham Prabhu, I request His Grace Jivan Gaura Hari Prabhu, and after that, I request His Grace Prasanna Prabhu to be ready. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Vancha kalpatarupyasya kripa sindhubhyevacha padithanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So I do not have any personal association with Maharaj, but I've seen a lot of qualities, what the devotees spoke, And also the commitment, one of the qualities what I observed was commitment, and then the way he speak. When I say commitment, I think in the way back in 2008, so Maharaj, I think he stayed in the house in Chicago. So we didn't know that like Maharaj born in Chicago area. So around 2008, he was staying, and then one day he came to the temple, and then he was giving a class, and then later we came to know that there is a devotee called Balram Prabhu. He is very dear disciple of Maharaj. He bought that house of Maharaj. That is Maharaj's own house, right? He bought, and then Maharaj stayed there, and then he wrote the Journey Home book. So that's where he stayed almost 8 to 9 months. I think he was there in the house, and then he wrote, where Balram Prabhu was explaining that Maharaj will come have prasadam in the morning, and then he goes down the basement, and then he writes a book, and then evening he'll come. So we had a privilege to attend the Maharaj class every weekend, so not every day, because we are not allowed to see Maharaj, because he was completely focused. But every weekend, I think we used to have program in the Balram Prabhu's house, and then we used to attend. So the point is, so Maharaj was so committed, and then very commitment in the sense like he was focusing on the the service of Srila Prabhupada, and then what he wants to communicate to the common people. And then second point is the the way he speak. Suppose if we want to communicate something, if we are tensed, right, we might be like pouring a lot of unwanted words or like something, right? But Maharaj is very composed, and then if you want to speak anything, like he think twice or thrice, and then he'll just pass on the message. So things, wonderful qualities, right? All Prabhupada disciples are having such a wonderful qualities. So on this auspicious day, I pray to Maharaj that bless me so that I can do little seva to all the devotee community, and then I can imbibe some of the qualities whatever Maharaj has. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. After His Grace Jivan Gaura Prabhu, His Grace Prasanna Prabhu, and after that Her Grace Sukirti Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Gaudiya Vaishnavism in South India in the last 2 to 3 decades flourished, to my knowledge, because of the mega yatra organized by the Radha Gopinath team here in South India, especially in the Sri Vaishnava temples. The perception towards Gaudiya Vaishnava changed only after His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj came along with his devotees. There is no doubt on that. And second thing, community building, which is a core part. They are the role model. We all know in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when Chitraketu was cursed by Mother Parvati, Lord Shiva told to Parvati, "You are beautiful, but the heart of a devotee is even more beautiful than you." So we speak about many transcendental qualities of Radhanath Swami Maharaj, centering around compassion and also gratitude, humility. Everything revolves around the devotion he has. So definitely the book, The Journey Home, it was really a record seller. I would frequently say that Radhanath Swami Maharaj and his disciples could capture the creamy layers of the people all over the world. There is no doubt on that. The creamy layers are only with them. And I will even go one step and say that even if Indian government is handed over to them, they can handle very nicely. They are very well organized. When Maharaj came to Kanchipuram, That's the first time when I had darshan of Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He had darshan of the 22 feet Pandavatoda temple at Kanchipuram. Then he made a comment that even though there is more tribulation in this material world full of birth, death, old age, disease, it is worth to come and then take wonderful darshan of these wonderful darshan places at Kanchipuram. And the Sri Vaishnavas, even the priest of Kanchipuram, they told that actually we haven't heard such lectures about Ramanujacharya even from our Sampradaya. And the way in which he delivered the lecture with the devotion, it actually conquered the hearts of all devotees. And exalted spiritual master, Acharya, he could create a dham, Vrindavan dham at Govardhan. Only actually Acharya's stature can do this. And whether it is apartment, so many hundreds of families in one apartment, more than around 20,000 strong communities, the mood which he has imbibed to his disciples, a long way to go. And Jayapataka Maharaj always used to say that learn from the team of Radhanath Swami Maharaj how they are organizing things. So very fortunate to be in the association of Maharaj and the devotees. I pray that actually Maharaj often speaks about humility. He even cleans the toilet, and he also used to say that even when we do menial services, there should not be a tinge of pride in our heart. And that is clearly demonstrated by Maharaj. And most of the yatras I don't miss. I am very inspired by Maharaj and his team. Many Siksha Gurus from Radha Gopinath team. And I think they are leading the world. And we should clap Maharaj and that team. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. His Grace Prasanna Prabhu, after that Her Grace Sukirti Mataji, and after Sukirti Mataji, Vrajbhumi Mataji. Vrajbhumi Mataji, be ready after Sukirti Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Most of us doesn't know Maharaj personally. As of I know, Parmeshwar Prabhu was the only one who was there with him when he was in Mumbai. And others who have taken his shelter are mostly due to the journey home or his lectures or heard story about him from other devotees. We know him as a person, and we know his disciples are doing wonderful work, as just now it has been told. I have met Maharaj a couple of times personally whenever he was visiting Chennai, and 2 occasions, in fact 3 occasions, 2 occasions I was given an opportunity by the temple to serve him. And 3rd occasion, we were very fortunate that Maharaj was coming near to our house, and he came for the lunch at her house organized by his disciples. So, I didn't say anything, I told. Krishna Chandra Prabhu is always so enthusiastic to just clap, clap, clap. So I just wanted to tell you that our interaction with Maharaj is very, very less. So I don't know what to speak about Maharaj. But yes, interaction with his disciples is more than what interaction is with Maharaj. Like disciples from Chennai or disciples from Chowpatty or from Eco Village. Especially interaction we had couple of occasions with Gauranga Prabhu, who is handling Chowpatty or Eco Village, and or whenever he comes to Chennai, meeting him, talking to him, and the way he, like, I remember going to Eco Village before it was inaugurated, and he was telling the vision of Maharaj, why Eco Village has been created here, 100 acre of property, why it has been created here, replica of Vrindavan, what was the need. Like, then he told, Prabhupada told Maharaj there should be many places we should have Vrindavan, and he wanted to create one in US, and something happened, he couldn't do it. And then that vision from 1960s or late 60s or early 70s, he was carrying, and which he gave to his disciples. And then this eco-village which we see now has come up. It is not a one-day affair. It has taken more than 40-50 years to manifest what Prabhupada told Maharaj in US. It has taken, and he has kept that vision with him that Prabhupada told him. And that's how it has come up. So one, following what spiritual master said, even after 40 years, we see in the case of Prabhupada also, that when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told in 1932, that if you have, you go to preach because you know English, not even 32, 18 I think, 1918 when he met first time, that you go to West because you can speak English and preach. And then he went in 1965, almost 40-50 years later, and same Maharaj about taking that instruction and getting manifested after 50 years. So my personal interaction is one thing. If you see all the Maharaj photographs, he'll be holding hands just and smiling. And 3 occasions, whenever I said something to Maharaj, I was told I was serving him personally, 3 different places. And Maharaj will do nothing. He will just fold his hands and smile. And that is a complete answer in its own. That it will matter whatever question or whatever you were telling about something, he will just fold his hands and smile. That's it. It will give you a complete answer. You don't have to, you will know what he wants to say immediately. That's something amazing. And Maharaj's smile is, I don't know, it's very capturing. It captures you immediately. If you see Maharaj, always, all photographs, I don't know, there is no photo. I just saw it before also. Maharaj was just folding his hands and it was there. And his smile. Such a beautiful smile. Always smiling. No, whatever happened, he is just smiling. And he's so low in his voice. I have not heard him speaking loud. Like, I am very loud. If you see, even if I speak without mic, and most of us are loud. Very few devotees are here who are very low. And Maharaj, never, whatever happened, couple of devotees I have seen. You know, Bharu Maharaj, his voice is very low. He cannot, whatever tension happens, even the sky is falling, they will be quiet. Okay, no problem. Seriously, both Maharaj and Bharu Maharaj have seen. Even Guru Maharaj has seen it. They don't react. Maybe they are like that, and we should learn from that. Like, we get anxiety if something happens, and if, like, we are making a couple of buildings now, or already one we have finished. Some vendor do something, I can feel that my blood is rushing and my BP is increasing. I can feel something like that. Today one message came from some vendor, and I said, why this has not happened? And suddenly I feel restless. Why this has not happened? And first thing I came and I met our engineer. Why this has not happened? I was there last Wednesday. Why you didn't tell me? And he's searching something. So there it is not okay. That's it. So one thing, yes, definitely prayers from Maharaj and other acharyas, please, the way they handle situation, pressure situation, it gives just bless us that we are also able to do that. That's it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So I request Her Grace Sukirti Madhavi Mataji, and then after that, Rajbhumi Mataji. And again, I would like to request, as the number of devotees are increasing for glorification, kindly try to keep it for 3 minutes.
Please hold your announcement after this.
Okay, Mataji.
So actually, when Maharaj glorifies, I mean, if we have heard him talking about Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj, it was 5.5 hours lecture, and we are given just 3 minutes.
I am perfectly fine if all the devotees are ready to stay here till 8 p.m. Can I hear a Haribol? Nobody is speaking.
Hare Krishna. So we saw these beautiful video clippings of Maharaj's lecture, short but ultra powerful. And that is how Maharaj is. He is a supremely empowered orator. When he speaks, everyone hears. Like, he does not leave that opportunity that you would not hear. He speaks and people become attentive. So that is how he is so supremely powerful orator. And if I can say, like we hear that Srimad Bhagavatam became sweeter when it was spoken by Shukadev Goswami. So I feel that the instruction becomes very powerful when it comes from the lotus mouth of Maharaj. When Maharaj was talking about the first clip which was being played, and Maharaj was talking about not finding faults. I mean, I'm sure those of us who were there and we saw that lecture, like, it's going on in repeat mode, that, oh yes, that is me, that is what I do. And, you know, so emphatically Maharaj presents that. So that is amazing quality of Maharaj, which we all know, and that is how we are connected with Maharaj, through his Vani. Now today, what I want to talk about is, see, there is a saying that preacher speaks by his conduct, and sometime he speaks. So I feel so much for Maharaj that way, that even when he is staying in Chowpatty or he stays in GEV, it is not that he gives classes daily, but he is teaching daily. So how he is teaching, that is by his conduct. So earlier time when we would go for the yatras, these Kartik yatras, so there we would get an opportunity sometimes to chant with Maharaj. Like Maharaj would be chanting japa, so I'm sure many of us would have had that experience. So I'm picking up the aspects which is beyond his orator thing. So that is one thing, japa, it is such a deep spiritual experience. I mean, it cannot be described in words unless you sit there and chant with Maharaj, that how deeply connecting it is, because when we open our eyes and we see Maharaj and he is in such deep meditation, focusing on every single name, and we also feel inspired to do the same thing. So his japa. Then when he sings, like if we are there in the audience, my personal realization is, I feel that Maharaj churns the heart of all the devotees. It's literally churning going on when Maharaj is leading the kirtan. And then the dance. How many of us have seen Maharaj dance? I mean, we feel Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at least the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dancing, like when Maharaj is dancing so gracefully and so absorbed in his dance. And I remember one Pune Yatra, I think it was in 2006, I think that was 2006, I think, Prabhuji, or maybe 5. So one of the Pune Yatra, so Maharaj was beginning his kirtan, and before he started, he said that I want each and every soul to dance. And if you are not dancing, then you would be the reason for me stopping my kirtan. So, I mean, he actually, when he was singing and then he made everyone dance. I still remember so vividly, Maharaj and Chandramauli Maharaj and some other devotees were there on the stage, and everyone in the audience, and we were all dancing continuously. Maharaj was singing for hours, and we, like, nobody was stopping because we did not want to be the reason for Maharaj to stop the kirtan. So that is Maharaj's dancing. Then Maharaj talks about cooperation, and we see that he, I mean, for him, it is like love beyond cooperation. Like, it is not only cooperating, but it is such genuine love. And that comes out, as Prabhuji, Balram Shakti Prabhu was talking about his god brothers, how his god brothers are his priority. So we can see so much of his love coming out when he is with his god brothers. And like the cooperation words fall short of that. Because cooperation is like I'm duty bound and I'm cooperating. But Maharaj's cooperation is because of that genuine feeling of love. So recently Maharaj gave a lecture, I think it was on 1st December for the Gita Marathon. And then Maharaj was remembering His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And Maharaj said this is the first book marathon which His Holiness is not personally present here. So Maharaj made this claim that the entire Chowpatty community and all the satellite centers of Chowpatty, let us make this marathon the biggest one ever, and let that be the tribute to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So, so the love for his God brothers, we see for him, as I was telling Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj, when Maharaj passed away, and then Maharaj spoke, Radhanath Maharaj spoke for 5.5 hours about Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj. I have personally seen with His Holiness Jaipadaka Swami Guru Maharaj, like how affectionate and how loving Maharaj is. So that is one aspect. Then respect for women. So one side is love for his God brothers, and then I have seen like those Pune Yatras I still remember. So Malti Mataji would also come and Maharaj would address her as Malti Prabhu. So that was something very unique to me, that Malti Prabhu. Like, why Prabhu? Because we are used to Matajis. And then we could understand that Maharaj is giving so much of honor, like Prabhu means master. So that is how Maharaj is treating, and that is how he is addressing. Then we also see that Maharaj, how he makes friends beyond the categories. So like, we want to make friends, and then devotee friends, and then Gaudiya devotees friend, and ISKCON devotees friend, and then, you know, my Bhakti Vriksha friend. So we are like making so many boundaries, categories, and we are limiting ourselves. And Maharaj's friends, it starts from the Brajavasis, you know, those who have this spontaneous devotion, to the orthodox South Indian priests. So one end is the Vrajvasi and the other end is the South Indian Brahmins. And Maharaj is equally popular and equally friendly to all of them. So that is another wonderful quality. And then despite everything, like Jivan Gaur Prabhu was speaking just now, that if we give the government, they can run the government very well and everything. So despite so much of achievements, yet utmost humility. He is an epitome of humility, and we may feel very, you know, he may put us that way in awkward position when Maharaj exhibits his humility. When he starts glorifying devotees, devotees leave the stage. Like, to that degree Maharaj glorifies that, you know, the God brother would feel very, okay, bahut zyada ho raha hai, like that way. So such genuine humility. And recently I was reading one transcript of the conversation between Jaipadaka Maharaj and Radhanath Maharaj recently, when Maharaj was there in the Kartik Yatra, and Maharaj and Radhanath Maharaj, they were remembering how Guru Maharaj was supposed to go for this Pune Yatra and the doctors were not allowing. And then the doctors told Radhanath Maharaj that, Maharaj, you withdraw your invitation. You tell Jaipadaka Maharaj you don't come, because Maharaj is not listening, he wants to come. So you tell that you don't come. So Radhanath Maharaj said, if I do so, I will become a lizard. I don't want to do that. So, I mean, so much of humility. In Vrindavan, we would suddenly find Maharaj actually offering obeisances to the cow. Like, you would feel that whom Maharaj is offering obeisances, and then you would find there is a cow and Maharaj is offering obeisances. So that is his degree of humility. In fact, one of the Mayapur Yatra, so Maharaj started his session, and then there was one very enthusiastic Mataji. So she was coming right in front, like stage was very high, and Mataji was there and she started clicking cameras, photos. So Maharaj 2, 3, 4 times he was slightly shying away, and he was finding it disturbing that she's standing just right there and clicking the photos. So finally, after much trying, finally Maharaj said, see, I'm a little camera shy. So if you don't click my photos. So like that, Maharaj, I mean, even for that, he was requesting and telling that. And then Maharaj's genuinity. So whatever he speaks, even if he's speaking, like we may feel that Maharaj is joking, but everything he's absolutely genuine. Like, so once it so happened, yeah, one example is Journey Home itself. I mean, I'm sure we all have read Journey Home at least 2-3 times. Maharaj is so honest in that, upfront. Like, he's not hiding away things or choosing what to present and what not to present. So he's very, very genuinely if I can use the word confessing, or I don't know, confessing is not a proper word, but telling like whatever has happened. So without any hiding, without any filters, Maharaj is completely filterless. So that is how he presents that. And about his genuinity, so once Maharaj was visiting His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj here in Chennai, and Guru Maharaj was staying in Ajita Prabhu's house. I think Ajita Prabhu is not here. So he was in Ajita Prabhu's house. So Radhanath Maharaj told Ajita Prabhu that your name will come in Puranas. And then Ajita Prabhu was like what, like, you know, like he was fumbling for words and all. And then Maharaj explained. So it was not a humorous or an over exaggeration. It was not exaggeration. Maharaj explained that Jayapataka Maharaj's name will come in Puranas. And when his name will come in Puranas, then the description would be there that where was he staying. So your name would also come. So like that. So I mean, very genuinely and with proper thought, Maharaj speaks the things. So very, very genuine. And yes, Maharaj's presence of mind, Maharaj's sense of humor, Maharaj's projects like Bhaktivedanta Hospital, like GEV. So everything about him is glorious. And I personally, I'm very fortunate, I'm privileged because I have association of his disciples who are really, really amazing, especially few of them who are actually serving our ISKCON Chennai temple in such unparalleled way. Like we have Adbhut Gopal Prabhu who takes care of the Sankirtan, the book stall, completely, independently, sincerely. Every weekend he's there from morning till night. And then, so book distribution and preaching, Adbhut Gopal Prabhu is taking care of. And then we have Raj Bhumi who's taking care of Shuddha Sattva, a team of 25 people she's taking care of. She stays in Annanagar and at least 5 days a week she drives and come here. I mean, that itself is such a devotional service that most of us would not like to do. And that is what she is doing. And then we have Srinath Prabhu who's taking care of the Prasadam distribution. So 3 very important services: book distribution, Prasadam distribution and restaurant. All of this is handled by Maharaj's disciples. So we, ISKCON Chennai management, we are very grateful to the disciples of Maharaj for serving us so wonderfully. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Now I understand the meaning of 3 minutes. So yeah, after Raj Bhumi, I would request His Grace Srinivas Nitai Prabhu to be ready, and also Sridhar Nitai Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Feeling very fortunate and humbled to be here speaking in glory of Guru Maharaj. So I'm just going to build on the qualities that Maharajji was glorifying. And in the same lines, like Maharaj is an ocean of wonderful qualities. And Mataji was saying that whatever he speaks is so genuine and it is realized. So even what we see how Maharaj quotes, so if you like come upon some quotes of Maharaj, so they are very, very powerful. And even if we try to follow that one quote, it's like a lifetime. It will many lifetimes probably. So there's one quote of Maharaj which says, devotional service is not a job, it's a privilege. So like we may just read it like that and sometimes quote it in classes, but then Maharaj actually living that quote. So one pastime that I remember for this is when Maharaj was serving as a brahmachari in New Vrindavan temple. So it was like really long back. And that time, a very huge, beautiful temple was not there. It was a very small temple at a hilltop. And Maharaj was serving as a pujari over there. So there were very few devotees over there who were serving, and Maharaj was the only pujari. So it was very, very extreme winter weather conditions where temperatures would go like, below temperatures would go negative, and Maharaj was doing complete deity worship, doing all the aartis, making all the offerings, and sometimes taking bath many times. And it used to be so cold that Maharaj would actually sometimes have to take bath with ice, like rub ice all over his body to take shower. So he would do all of that, and plus he would do his personal sadhana, and he would take out time to read Srila Prabhupada books, even with such hectic schedule. And once I'm sorry, I'm not able to get into too much detail about the particular devotee or particular time, but once somebody had asked Srila Prabhupada how to make sandesh. So Srila Prabhupada had said that if you want to learn how to make sandesh, go learn it from Radhanath. So this devotee traveled, and that time Maharaj was serving in New Vrindavan. So Maharaj completed his entire schedule of deity worship, and then completed his sadhana, and then he showed how to make sandesh. And so he actually he milked the cows, and then from that milk he made the chena. And then for many hours, Maharaj actually, made that process of turning the chena into sandesh, very nicely grinding it with his hand, like not a mixer. For many hours he took. And then that devotee said, no wonder Srila Prabhupada said that Radhanath Maharaj makes the best sandesh. So like that we see. And similarly, Maharaj says that, there's one more quote of Maharaj. Maharaj says that even if we want one drop of respect, we have to come back to the material world. One drop of respect. I was just meditating on this quote, and I was thinking it's impossible. Impossible. That is just one disqualification enough for us not to go back. But Maharaj lives that. So one instance which I remember is in one of the Pune yatras, everybody was vacating and everybody had left, and there were few devotees with Maharaj, and they had also left, and then they were waiting, and Maharaj was still in the room. Maharaj had not come out. And then after some time they went to see what was holding Maharaj back, and Maharaj was actually cleaning up the room, picking up the trash and cleaning up the room. And he said that we should leave the place just as how we had entered. So he was cleaning up the room, and so setting an example for all his disciples. So one of the most amazing things to see is the yatras. And yatras are so they are so much attention to detail in the yatras. If anytime if you visit the yatras, you can see the devotees are cooking for 10,000 people. And in the mornings, if you go for vegetable cutting service or something, if you pass by the kitchen, you cannot hear a single noise. No noise of anyone talking. It's pin drop silent. Over here, we shout, hey, ye liya, ye, oh, there, like we are doing this. But there is pin drop silence in the kitchen who are cooking for 10,000 devotees. And also so much of attention to Vaishnav care, devotee care, although they are catering to they are serving so many number of devotees, but you see that there is actually an arrangement to make the Varisht Vaishnavas sit, and then they are served prasad, they don't have to stand in line. And even if we are standing in line, it doesn't take more than 3 minutes to get the prasadam plate. So much attention to detail. And Maharaj is also very particular that we all attend his yatras. And Maharaj personally tells us that you should attend all the yatras. And there was one time when Maharaj was asking again one devotee, which I don't want to remember. He said, why aren't you not coming to your yatra? Why aren't you not coming to my yatras? So he said, Maharaj, I don't have leaves. So then Maharaj just turned around and he picked up a bunch of leaves and he said, here, take leaves. So Maharaj's sense of humor is also amazing, but Prabhu, Balram Shakti Prabhu was saying that it's very elevating. There's always something to learn even from his sense of humor. So I was just listening I was just listening to this pastime yesterday that it was 2011 and the World Cup was going on. And Maharaj came on Saturday. One Saturday, he was going to give, he was not Bhagavatam class, but one class he was going to give in Radha Gopinath temple. So Maharaj was taking darshan of the deities, and then he sat down, and the hall was empty. And usually, if you've heard classes at Radha Gopinath, you'll see they are jam-packed, like not even place for like anyone to sit. Like it's just packed, like no vacuum. But the hall was empty that day. So Maharaj said that, am I at the wrong place? Like, what is this? Where are the devotees? And then he called one brahmachari and he said, what is the problem? Why they are not devotees? So he said, Maharaj, today is the World Cup semi-final, India and Pakistan. And devotees are going to watch that match, so that's why nobody has come. So Maharaj said, okay, so what are they going to do? So the brahmachari said that they are going to say, oh, Sachin, wow, Sachin. So that time Sachin was playing, I think, Sachin Tendulkar. So Maharaj said, okay, they may say Sachin, but I will say Sachinandan. So, yeah. So we are very fortunate, and Maharaj's prime instruction is that serve the disciples of my God brothers, and we are very, very fortunate that we are in this wonderful community who is taking care and nurturing us, and so much of love and shelter, and we are very, very fortunate. Thank you to each and every devotee and ISKCON Chennai. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. I again and again request, please stick to 3 minutes. Because if we respect the time, I think we will be able to give opportunity to all the devotees who have given their names. Otherwise, some of the devotees will be leaving with heavy heart today, and we don't want to do that. So I request next quickly, Srinath Prabhu, Srinivas Nitai Prabhu. And after that, Srinath Prabhu and Rangakrishna Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, on the Vyasa Puja day of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj also glorified him. So, the next day, I also had a dream of Maharaj, so which made me feel that is very special in my life. So, this advertisement has come for this program that it's restricted based on invitation. So I was surprised, why is it only restricted? But in any case, Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj mentions that you hide your guru. There's an article which says hide your guru, which means we don't try to publicize the guru to get publicity for ourselves. So the disciple should conduct himself so nicely that others start asking, who is your spiritual master? So Radhanath Maharaj is connecting so many souls to the Guru Parampara. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeva Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhaktilata Bija. So he is doing this very important service because it's very rare for a soul to come to Krishna consciousness. And Radhanath Maharaj is very famous for his building rapport with the leaders. So as devotees, we cannot live in isolation. We must very much be grounded, should be conscious of the society around us. So he's made a very important contribution by connecting with the leaders and made ISKCON known very much in the society. And he is known for his love, care and respect. This is something very special about his dealings with the devotees and the way he trains his disciples also. And he is known for his leadership and management. As many of you pointed out, that the way they conduct the yatras and any major events, they're very well organized. So the amount of energy has put into this to cultivate such disciples who can organize and lead the society. And as others also pointed out, community building. That's very, very important for us. As we all know, the power of association. We cannot practice devotion in isolation, and we cannot ignored the bodily needs and the mental challenges. So Radha Maharaj is building communities so that each one can help each other. And we also learned from Radhanath Maharaj that humility is strength. Normally when we recite the Siksashtakam third verse, often the question comes that if we are humble, will not someone exploit us? But by his example, we can see that humility can also be the greatest strength and not a weakness. So the way he prays for the devotees when they are leaving their bodies, Stoka Krishna Prabhu sometime back, and then many disciples when they pass away also, he has prayed for them. So this demonstrates how important it is that we pray for each other. We are always thinking about ourselves, but when we learn to pray for others, automatically our needs are taken care of. Radhanath Maharaj is very famous for his kirtans. Nobody can, no doubt about it, that his kirtans are so powerful, especially during the leadership sangha or the kirtan mela. And his lectures, as we know, are very inspiring. They make you go deep into the subject and not any superficial level. And we can hear from Radhanath Maharaj himself saying that in the early days, he has spent a lot of time reading Prabhupada books. So this we should not forget, that the basis for our growth in Krishna consciousness is reading Prabhupada's books. And he has shown the power of association when we hear about the yatras being conducted, how important it is that we practice in the association of devotees, and the importance of the dham. As we know, every year he is conducting these yatras to the different dhams, and so that way we can get advantage of this, the Lord and his disciples. So serving Srila Prabhupada's mission, as we know, ISKCON is a multi-guru organization, so we need to respect the disciples of all spiritual masters. So this is possible when we connect with Srila Prabhupada. Sometimes we conduct interviews for the candidates aspiring for initiation, and we oftentimes see that they have not read Prabhupada books. So this is not very good, because if we really want to serve the spiritual master, we have to also connect with the previous spiritual masters. And for us, fortunately, we have His Holiness Bhanaswami Maharaj. This way, all the disciples of all different gurus can remain united and serve the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. After Srinath Prabhu, His Grace Ranga Krishna Prabhu. And after Ranga Krishna Prabhu, we'll go towards Mataji. Sundari Gopika Mataji, be ready. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The path of bhakti is primarily focused on internal change. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur is first Acharya in our Gaudiya Sampradaya. He talks about so much social changes, and he writes the books, it's called Jaiva Dharma. And Prabhupada, one step forward, he also used the scriptures to bring out changes in the society. And in his commentary, Prabhupada talks a lot about internal purification and practice of sadhana, and then go back to Godhead. But later part of his life, he talks more about Varnasrama system. And one of the principles of 7 principles or 7 importance policy of ISKCON is creating the holy place, which is connected to the pastimes of Krishna for the society at large. That is one of the 7 important principles of ISKCON. And Maharaj is thinking about these principles and how to execute this. And he is always have the desire to execute this principle. And that's why in the beginning of his preaching, he established the devotional society in the Chaupati, and he created so many disciples, primarily focused on how to develop Krishna consciousness. And the next part of his focus is to this creating a farm community, which is mainly for the benefit of society. which is centered on the principle, spiritual principles, and so that any common man or any general people, whoever come to this society, they can progress from one step from their place. That is the actual aim. If anyone comes to Krishna consciousness directly, that's good. But how a normal person has to develop, he can progress from where they stand. So that is what Maharaj established this Govardhan Eco Village mainly for the social changes. And that is what Prabhupada wanted. And that desires Maharaj is fulfilling. Guru Mukha Batma Vakya Chitede Kori Koriya Aikya Arana Kori Ho Mane Asa. A disciple is always keeping the desire of his spiritual master. That's what these projects demonstrate us, that Maharaj, he has not any desire other than what Prabhupada desires. So that is what we can learn from Maharaj. So on this day, I can meditate that one should have the desire of spiritual master. He should not have any other desire than spiritual master's desire. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. After His Grace Ranga Krishna Prabhu, we have Sundari Gopika Mataji, and then I would request Ajita Prabhu to be ready.
Hare Krishna. Your spiritual master, one of the qualities is how perfect a disciple he is to his spiritual master becomes a spiritual master. And as Vrajabhumi Mataji was saying, just I was entering, that what kind of hardships personally going through in New Vrindavan, it was like a one-man show. When Maharaj was in New Vrindavan, all the services, kind of 6 aartis, 6 offerings, just single-handedly he was doing. But with all the association, can we expect such things to happen today? He was just doing all alone. So that is one of the amazing quality that I could remember. And Maharaj was once in an airport when a Western lady came, and Maharaj had his sannyas danda. So this Western lady asked, "Is this a fishing rod?" And Maharaj said, quoted from Bible, and then said, "Yes, this is a fishing rod, like the rod which is meant to pick up the conditioned souls. And I am picking up these souls." And Western lady could relate it so nicely. And how many fishes are here in the fishing basket of Radhanath Swami Maharaj today here? Let there be, why not there be enthusiasm, please? So many fishes are there, and we are all fortunate to be in the, what do you call the bow? Fishing? Fishing net of Radhanath Swami Maharaj. So how fortunate whoever is in the rod of net of Maharaj. And in another interview where some reporter, probably the reporter asked His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, behind every successful man, there is a woman. Who is the woman behind you? To a sannyasi, if somebody is asked, what kind of a response will a sannyasi give? Spontaneously, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj said that Srimati Radharani is a successful woman. Everybody spoke about his jovial type. This is those days where there is no mails, there is no internet connection, there is no, probably I don't know what kind of facilities are there. And there is a rumor that one of Prabhupada's disciples, his name is Mahabuddhi Prabhu, he passed away. And the message is gone. And one day Maharaj is in his, wherever he is, he's getting a call. He picks up the call. And the other side is, this is Mahabuddhi Prabhu. Then Radhanath Maharaj says, responds to him saying that, I thought you were dead. And then Mahabodhi Prabhu, because they have such a relationship, he said that, I am sorry to disappoint you. Personal association, maybe Prasanna spoke, some of them who have had personal association, not much I have. In one of the yatras in, maybe Tirupati, yes, Tirupati, we were offering some service during the inauguration. I think I am expressing my gratitude to Parameshwar Prabhu, he gave me the service for cooking for the entire Tirupati inauguration. Yes, Parameshwar Prabhu, it is you who introduced me. Let there be some appreciation for Parameshwar. So we were given the... Prabhu, there are people who spoke for 25 minutes. Don't think I was not here.
I am not saying anything.
As Sukirti Prabhu was saying, Maharaj speaks for 5.5 hours.
Yes, Prabhu. I am not stopping anybody, Prabhu, today. So I am at the mercy of all.
You can extend it.
Yes, Prabhu. I am okay. I am at the mercy of all of you.
Yeah. So in Tirupati, and there is always Prabhupada disciples have a separate area where they take prasadam. And there is an area Pandal, the huge Pandal where 10,000, I can't remember the exact numbers, prasadam was served. And then one day we get a message in that Pandal that His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj is coming for prasadam. I mean, he's just coming to inspect or something. So naturally, somebody spoke about purity. We know our level, I know my level of purity. I was very worried. And then I was just there and Maharaj came and then those devotees came and introduced. And I thought I was clever to avoid him, bringing him to the kitchen. Just look at the prasadam service area and move on. And then he said, Maharaj said, I want to see the kitchen. I said, Maharaj, kitchen is messy. Messy. Not mercy, messy. Maharaj said, if it is not messy, it is not kitchen. So, all the Vaishnavis, wherever the Vaishnavis are cooking, you can take it for granted the kitchen can be messy. And in case of Prabhus also, yes, you can take it. So, that is one thing personal. And then another yatra where I think it was Kanyakumari, we were part of this quite long time back, South Indian yatra, so nicely glorified by Jivana. So we were in one accommodated place where myself and my wife were walking, and then probably Maharaj was crossing, we were crossing, then we offered obeisances. And then the mood. So we offered obeisances, then Maharaj said, we introduced, we happened to just cross him and we said, we are the disciple of His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj. And spontaneously again he said, I am happy to be the servant of Jayapatak Swami Maharaj. Spontaneously. That's coming so spontaneously. And then, we were just there and I think my daughter was there, Mayuri Madhavi was there. And she said, Maharaj, like how Ajita was glorified for his being in the Purana. Maharaj saying that your daughter looks like a deity, please take care of her nicely, he said to my wife. And then he gave a gift. Like Vrajabhumi was saying, he picked up the leaves. He picked up a stick from there and gave it as a gift. So from some tree sticks. I consider it like a Jayamangala and Chaitanya Leela, where the Jayamangala is given. So that I worship. And as I heard, Maharaj gave several instructions. In one of the letters, he gave 10 important instructions, of which His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj saying, there are 2 important instructions for the devotee community that Maharaj gave. Who would like to guess? Prabhu? Integrity, okay. Anyway, Prabhu is looking at me. 2 important instructions, he said. One is to be the servant of the servant of the servant. And the second instruction is taking shelter of the holy names. Chanting the holy name is different, taking shelter of the holy name. Then I was asking clarification on what does it mean to be taking shelter of the holy name to another sannyasi. And he was saying taking shelter of the holy name means there is no material anxiety in his life. So, Sukirti Prabhu was talking about some of the devotees who are contributing to the local yatra. Probably one name which comes to my mind is Shyam Murari Prabhu, and his family is taking up the entire BPS of ISKCON Chennai. And certain services are under the care of Tarni Mataji, but I think you have even given. Okay, I will go with him, whatever he says. He says Tarni Mataji. Tarni Mataji is the ultimate superior, but under them, they do all the services. That is one. Second thing is, what I know is like Sarvananda Prabhu, any care for any sannyasis, any Prabhupada disciples, he is not in the forefront, but he takes care. So we are very happy to have such wonderful devotee community here. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Sundari Gopika Mataji, and I request devotees who are sitting in front of gate to please come inside. There are chairs at the back which are empty. So some of you can kindly go there. Maybe some of the Matajis can go to chairs so that the space is free here for Prabhuji's tumadi. It's stopping the devotees to enter. So please move forward. So after Sundari Gopika Mataji, His Grace Ajita Prabhu, and after that His Grace Sridhar Nitai Prabhu and Atma Bandhu Prabhu. Be ready.
Dandavat pranams to all the assembled Vaishnavas. I'm not a great speaker, so I'll read from whatever I have written. So, on this special occasion of Gurudev's Vyasa Puja, I feel immensely fortunate to have the chance to glorify him. Often I wonder if I'm even qualified to be his disciple. Yet, he has always showered me with kindness, compassion, and love, treating me like his own daughter. Gurudev's devotion to his spiritual master Srila Prabhupada is truly inspiring and something I aspire to emulate. He has been my guiding light, both through his words and his personal presence. One profound experience that I had was during my second pregnancy in 2016 in Los Angeles. I faced some complications and fervently prayed to Srila Gurudev for guidance and support. So miraculously, after a few days, the subsequent scans revealed everything was normal. Around that time, my god sister Vishakalila Mataji introduced me to a Srimad Bhagavatam reading group for expectant mothers. I joined and I read the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, only translation, during my entire pregnancy. So usually Guru Maharaj's visit to Los Angeles happens only in the month of June, July. But so he does not visit Los Angeles in May, which was my due date. But by Krishna's arrangement, Guru Maharaj arrived in New Dwaraka exactly on the day I was going to deliver my baby. So we were overjoyed that we could name the baby, that Guru Maharaj could name the baby in person. So my husband, Suresh Krishna Prabhu, he presented Maharaj with the list of names because Maharaj asked us to do so. So among them was the name of our temple president of Los Angeles, Swavas Prabhu. His name was there, and we were thinking that Guru Maharaj would choose that name because of his affection towards Swavas Prabhu. But however, Guru Maharaj named our son Shukadeva. This choice felt divinely orchestrated as I spent my entire pregnancy reading Srimad Bhagavatam, narrated by Shukadeva Goswami. So the Mataji leading our reading group, she was elated to hear the name. When I returned home after my delivery, Guru Maharaj happened to be standing outside our building. So we immediately brought Shukadev for Guru Maharaj's darshan, and he blessed the baby by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So a year later, when we met Guru Maharaj in Govardhan Eco Village, he affectionately told Shukadev, "I know you from the day you were born." So these experiences reaffirm my faith that Gurudev is always aware of his disciples' needs through the Super Soul. His guidance is a constant presence in my life, even without verbal communication. I cannot adequately express my gratitude for Gurudev's love and care. I can only aspire to serve him sincerely and pray that one day my sole desire will be to serve his lotus feet without distraction. Your aspiring servant.
Hare Krishna. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. So how we worship Mother Ganges, when we enter into the Mother Ganges, we took some little water and offering it to the Mother Ganges. So today I am taking some few words what I get it from the association of Maharaj and his dear disciple like Gauranga Prabhu, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. So there is a beautiful description in Chaitanya Charitamrita that transcendental conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Rai. And Ramanand Rai was speaking about the very highest spiritual truth principles of Gaudiya Vaishnava principles. So Acharyas have explained with an analogy that Ramanand Rai is compared with a devotee rain cloud. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an ocean of Siddhanta, principle, tattva, truths. So all means, so a rain cloud is there and an ocean is there. And when it rains, it seems like that rain cloud is giving water to the ocean. But in actuality, all this water, what rain cloud got it from an ocean. And it literally looks like that rain cloud is giving water to the ocean. But all that what a cloud gets it by the mercy of the ocean. So, similarly, Ramanand Rai got the principal teachings and glories of Radha and Krishna from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and is speaking back to the Lord. So similarly, whatever little seva, few words we can able to speak, all because of the mercy of our Guru and Srila Prabhupada. So we are very useless, we are insignificant, totally dry up like that. If the ocean is not there, that water, the cloud will not get it. So similarly, we are insignificant, totally dry up, and we are empowered by Guru to engage in the service of Krishna. So by the mercy of Lord, we get then access to the Guru, Vaishnava, and by the Guru's grace, we attain the mercy of the Lord. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. So that is the equation. So we should always be respectful to our Guru and always remember him. And without his mercy, we are like a totally dry cloud. So I am very, very fortunate that I got the association of Maharaj and his so many wonderful disciples who helps in my sadhana. Like in my initial stage of entering into the ISKCON, I didn't know about English. I cannot able to understand English. So some few devotees, they gave me lectures of Gauranga Prabhu, Radha Gopinath Prabhu, Radhesham Prabhu, because their lectures were available in English. So I got some nourishment in my bhakti in my initial stage. And His Grace Parameshwar Prabhu, he helped me in my initial stage of my sadhana. And he used to come to our house to take regularly taking the Bhakti Vriksha programs and inspired so many souls there. And we have so many devotees like Srinath Prabhu. He is helping the Chennai Yatra in all our festivals by perfectly distributing the prasadam to each and every soul. I got the association of His Grace Adbhut Gopal Prabhu Punya Vandana Mataji, and I never see they are saying no. But the most important thing in our bhakti is laulyam, enthusiasm. So I inspired to have the laulyam like them. that means they are very good book distributor. What service they are not doing in the temple? They are very good book distributors, and Mataji is a very good cook. I got the association of Sarvanand Prabhu and Mataji, and true friend where we can share our hearts. We get association of Jai Kishan Charan Prabhu, and he is so humble. I inspired to be humble like him, that he is doing so many wonderful sevas in the festival, and he is always in the background, and he is helping us in Chennai Yatra in so many wonderful ways, and so many devotees that Radhanath Maharaj has given to Chennai Yatra. So one, that par dukh dukhi is the basic principle of Vaishnavism, and I saw it very closely from the eyes of His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj when he was here, and he came to the house where Jayapataka, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj was staying in Chennai, and after meeting him, and he was inquiring about the health of His Holiness Guru Maharaj, that how he underwent everything and how he underwent to so much pains. And he was literally crying actually after seeing that, after hearing all these things, that how much pain he underwent it. And he embraced each and everyone who were there, all the disciples of Guru Maharaj, for helping Guru Maharaj. And we can, we cannot express in the words, but we can see from the eyes, from the heart of a Vaishnava, how he's, interacting and reciprocating it. So that is a very wonderful, we got it, by his grace. So I'm very, very thankful to His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj for giving us so many wonderful devotees and his association who are all part of Chennai. So His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. So as I would like to take 1 minute here. So as Prabhu was explaining about Maharaj's visit to his home, so while Maharaj was taking prasadam, Ajita Prabhu family was moved to a different house. So that was a different house where prasadam was served. And Maharaj, while taking prasadam, looked at the wall. So wall had lots of birds in orange color painted. So Maharaj just said, "Look at this devotee," pointing to Ajita. He converted all birds into brahmacharis. Thank you. So yes, His Grace Shridanitaya Prabhu, and then next is His Grace Sumitra Krishna Prabhu. We request your presence, and after that is His Grace Atma Bandhu Prabhu. Please be ready.
Hare Krishna. I don't want to take more than. I keep changing, Prabhu. I would just take 1 minute and share only one instance. Recently, I heard from His Grace Vrindavan Prabhu, who recently came to Chennai. During one of his program, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he went to the stage, and it was, I don't believe, somewhere in Mumbai. So there was a garland ordered for him. So the devotee sent someone to the market. So he went, bought the market. I don't know if it was offered or not. So it was offered to Maharaj. So as usual, Maharaj went on for the lecture. It was almost for hours. And at the end of the lecture, when Maharaj came out, they removed the garland. They found that there was a lot of red ants in that, and it was just biting Maharaj. And you must be knowing Maharaj's body complexion, it was so red. See, it shows how much Maharaj's compassion and patience. The two things he wanted to exhibit there, he didn't want to embarrass the host or the person who had bought the garland there. And secondly, he didn't want to disturb the audience also by exhibiting this pain. So he's holding all his pain throughout the lecture. Even now, I'm unable to digest how Maharaj could do that. And I was immediately, remember, I got information, even Jayapatak Maharaj, when so much thing is undergone, never is told about his pain. Only recently, I think somewhere he told, yes, it was paining. After so many years of lot of things has undergone. These are all the qualities when we have to see, when we get small headaches, so we create a lot of fuss, that we are not able to service. But by seeing Maharaj's health conditions, we should get at least little out how to withstand those conditions and get along with the service. Thank you very much. I don't take much of the time. I want to give a chance.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. His Grace Sumitra Krishna Prabhu. And after Prabhuji, we have Atma Bandhu Prabhu, be ready. And after that, Parmeshwar Gaura Prabhu, kindly be ready.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarave. See, this one term in ISKCON we use, association, Sangha. And Radhanath Maharaj, I went few times to Chowpatty temple, and that temple be blooming with joy, with wonderful devotees. So many years back, myself and my wife had been to Bombay, to Juhu Beach. Then there was a devotee who said, let us go to Chowpatty also. The car was ready, we went there. Usually when Radhanath Maharaj gives a lecture, 11 o'clock, Sunday feast, that will be going up to 5 o'clock. One devotee was mentioning, 5 o'clock, Maharaj, why don't you get up to 8 o'clock? So I went in the middle of the lecture. So Maharaj always likes to glorify his God brothers. So that day, there were a few Prabhupada's disciples. So he called out the names of the Prabhupada, I can't remember. And see, now I have only one asana here, many devotees. There in Chowpatty is a big sofa. At least 7-8 devotees can sit. He called all the God brothers, sit together. So this shows how much compassion it is. See, he wants to share the respect what he is getting, so that others also should get it. Then I was in the middle, I was standing in the corner. So he was almost finishing his lecture, I think. Then he said, there is Sumitra Prabhu. I was wondering, how did he know my name? Then because we used to have many meetings in ICC or IBAC, used to attend. And I'm very active in social media. So he knows my name. He said, you always reply promptly all emails. You mentioned SK Das, but you're not SK Das. Your Guru Maharaj has given a wonderful sweet name, Sumitra Krishna Das. Why are you shortening? I was very fearful. This is where we need senior devotees and experienced devotees to correct us, bang on head. Because we always have shortcuts. And your servant, we put YS. He said, your servant, Sumitra Krishna Das. From that day onwards, whenever I reply letter, but still that bad habits of making SK Das, but still remember his instruction. So in my life, though my Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj, one of my Siksha Guru is Radhanath Maharaj. Because I was very inspired by his lectures and his simplicity. We know that when Maharaj was given the in charge of Chowpatty, the temple was very simple. There was a video called Simple Temple. Though the temple is simple, the devotees are wonderful. And his Purvika Naam, the name previously given by his parents was Richard. He is rich in heart with love and compassion. I love always to play some jugglery. Rich heart means H.A. Hardy. He worked very hard in his life to come up. If you read the Journey Home, the 2 books he has written, if you see how hard he worked to get that to that level, that's really, we see our hardness is nothing. The way he underwent, he traveled from one country to another country, met so many other spiritualists, and then came in shelter of Prabhupada. And with Radhanath Maharaj, he loves to be compassionate not only to the donors and rich people, even to the normal people. Like someone was mentioning, even with the birds. And in the month of March, we had a GBC meeting. So after the GBC meeting, there was a get-together with the Indian leaders and the GBC. So which means 2 GBCs will be sitting with 3 Indian leaders. It is not on the spot. They'll be calling 1, 2, 3, 4. All once come, they say 2, that say. And in my table, Radhanath Maharaj was. So the instruction was given, there you are not senior or junior. You can openly talk. Some topic was given on compassionate. So Maharaj was given, tell, our movement is made of compassion, love and affection. If it has been, this is the foundation. If this is not there, our movement will collapse. And we have seen practically in the mood of Maharaj, he was so compassionate, not only he, his own disciples also. So many disciples. And he is, as usually we say, oh, our hospital is ISKCON, spiritual medicine Mahamantra. But he went one step further. Many of his disciples were coming from doctor, surgeons, nurses. He was wondering how they should now treat patients. And many were saying, Maharaj, we have to go to the Karmi hospital, we have to treat all the Karmis, and we are getting bad vibration. He said, don't worry, we will start Bhakti Vedanta hospital. So automatically, the devotee doctors, though they were expert in medicine, the beautiful hospital in Bombay near Mira Road, there all the doctors morning, even the nurses, they have Tulsi Puja, they have morning Aarti, Guru Puja. In fact, they want mini Nagar Sankirtan to the patients also. Why I'm saying that, this is the mood of Maharaj. We think, oh, hospital is Maya, we have to know. Maharaj was going more deeper. And during one of his safari in my Guru Maharaj in safari, they have, what do you call that? Yatra. So he used to go yatra, not 100 or 200. Can you guess how much? In thousands. So many years back, there was a yatra which is going to Srirangam. 5,000 devotees. But now it is 12,000. In Mayapur recently it was 12,000. 5,000 in a small town of Srirangam. Everywhere we could see Shikha, Kantimala, Tilak devotee. Every third person chanting Hare Krishna. So in that big yatra pandal, Maharaj was having the mic. And he thanked, before thanking everyone, he started saying that, my all glories to the cooks who was there behind cooking for all these 5,000 devotees. This shows, usually many devotees sitting in front of him, book distributors, yatra, they thought Maharaj glorified him. Maharaj was glorifying someone who was not sitting in front of him, who was sitting back. Usually in ISKCON, the cooks always miss many programs. They'll be very busy and suddenly management will tell, more rushes come, cook more. So he'll be always there. Of course, there'll be some speaker. They will be deprived of direct association. But the mercy here, Radhanath Maharaj's mercy went to the cook directly. Once Gauranga was saying, that's the reason I go to the kitchen. Yeah. We can never see them in program Kirtan, where all the devotees. But sometime I see, during the Kirtan is so vibrant. Every devotee will be in the Prasadam area. By the time the Kirtan finished, most of the items will be finished. So we should also glorify the Kirtan teams also. So Maharaj has produced stalwart devotees like Gauranga Darshan. We have Balram Shakti Prabhu. He is also like one of my Shishya Gurus. Every day I listen to his Bhagavatam lecture, which he takes class from Bhanu Maharaj's translation of Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. It is so beautiful. The reason is, in the areas where Radhanath Maharaj is managing, is very particular training. We have our training, only Bhagavatam class will be there, maybe some here and there. But in Chowpatty and Pune, there will be Brahmachari classes, morning 11 to 12, again 1 to 2 less, again 3 to 4, 5 to 6. There will always be training classes, due to which we know now, we all know that, there are so many beautiful, wonderful speakers which Chowpatty and Pune has produced. Like all over the world. Shastrik. Sometimes I used to wonder, we used to have only Bhanu Maharaj. When I listened to Gauranga Darshan Prabhu's lectures and Balram, they're almost on par with Bhanu Maharaj. When I even asked them, they're so humble, Prabhuji, you're all so fortunate under the shelter of Bhanu Maharaj. We've only listened to his lectures, read the translated books, and we have imbibed that. That's the beauty of Radhanath Maharaj, who has created wonderful devotees. Usually, whenever we go to any house, when they see the children behaving very nicely, we glorify the parents. So when you see a disciple with wonderful qualities, immediately who should be glorified? The spiritual master. So that spiritual master who has wonderfully trained his disciples, not only that, he shows compassionate to others also. During March, during GBC meeting, we had get together. after a round table conference finished, then my Guru Maharaj, he came in a wheelchair. As soon as he came in a wheelchair, Radhanath Maharaj immediately got up. He likes one thing I've seen. Whenever he sees God brothers, he gives a hug. Not only to his God brothers, even to ordinary devotees. Once he came here, he was walking down. When he saw me, oh, Sumitra Krishna, he came. I was feeling so shy. Maharaj of such great personality, and he's trying to hug me. There, when Guru Maharaj, that ceremony was to give a certificate for his Bhakti Vedanta course. Many of us, to study Bhakti Shastri itself with proper health, it takes big energy. Then Guru was mentioning that every day I used to listen from my secretaries, they'll be reading from the Bhagavatam. I used to listen it, and when they ask question, I had to answer it. Like that, he finished his Bhakti Sapra. And the certificate, they said, Radhanath Maharaj, you must present this to Jayapatak Maharaj. They made a big board, signboard with a certificate. After he received, I was there near that, taking my mobile photo. You know what Radhanath Maharaj was asking? My dear God brother, I can't understand how you are able to do in this health. You are able to pass. I have not even finished I finished my Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav. How to do it? Please give me coaching to me. How are you able to? I was seeing, he was like a small student in front of his God brother. That's the mood. We may think, though, I have so many disciples in Pune, why I should go and ask. This shows the humility. The humility is one of the beautiful transcendent quality of an advanced devotee that we have seen in Radhanath Maharaj. To mention these two good qualities, some of the devotees praised him like anything. Today we heard the glorification. And there's one website, as it is, I think it's as it is website. So happens. So many devotees have glorified him like left and right. If you read the Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is only glorification. One devotee will glorify, the questioner who will questions, he'll glorify him before getting an answer. And the devotee answers, he'll glorify him. So, means of glorification. So, the quality of Guru Radhanath Maharaj's compassion, love and affection, and fellow feeling to all living entities, I just felt inspired by two pastimes, which I will read it and close my eyes so the others also can get a chance. This shows we only glorify when we have our Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. And my wish that every devotee in every family, we are all devotee family, in temple also, we should know the birthdays of all your God brothers and God sisters. On that birthday, we should actually glorify some of the good things. That will be wonderful. That's what we have learned from all this. See, Radhanath Maharaj, Bhanu Maharaj's Vyasa Puja is going to come next week. Though he may not be here, his presence is here. So we have to glorify all those devotees who have been helping, like Rangkrishna Prabhu was glorifying so many of the disciples, the cooks and the volunteers for Sunday feast. So our duty is to glorify, glorify, glorify. And once we glorify, we should not think that because I am glorifying, I will be glorified. Krishna knows automatically. Amanina manadena kirtanya sadaharihi. So here, one of the quote given by Maharaj is, he was not only a compassionate personality, he was a good leader. He mentioned to be a leader means to have humility, to have respect, and to serve the people that we are leading. This is very important. Maybe a Bhakti Vishal leader, or a BPS teacher leader, or a husband as a leader, a templeman leader. We have to have humility and respect to those people whom we are leading, so that they also can imbibe that quality and they can transfer it. So this nice story, when Radhanath Maharaj was at a traffic signal in 1998, the devotee who was writing mentions, I was driving Radhanath Maharaj to a distant suburb in Mumbai. On a traffic signal, many beggars and urchins knocked the windows begging us to give something. If we give to Adaya signal or near Tidal Park, we all go in AC car, the beggars will be knocking. So what happened? Radhanath Maharaj asked me, do you have some rice puffs or prasadam or pancakes to give them? I replied in the negative, as I did not have any food to give. In a gesture of cupping his arms, he looked towards me and said, give them some money. Usually, we don't give money to beggars. We think they may use it for wrong purpose. This devotee was a little shocked. I was really thinking that he would give the money to the beggars. I immediately put out some change in his hands. Looking at me, he said, "Now you give this money to them." I complied and gave the money and drove out from the signal. But for the next 20 minutes, Radhanath Maharaj was driving the point to me that I was not carrying any food item to give the beggars. He said, "It's a very humiliating experience to be begging," and then lowering his voice further, "It is even more humiliating when you do not give." If somebody is asking us, if you don't, like this is a marathon period, if you don't have books with us, people ask us, "Do you have Gita?" If you don't have Gita, how much shameful we'll feel. We should always carry books, prasadam, whatever, kalkand, or whatever is there in the pocket. When somebody is asking, give. Our moment is to only give. Bhakti means to give for the next 20 minutes. In the mode of instruction and pleading, Radhanath Maharaj said, "You must carry some food type items like pancakes, rice puffs, grain, biscuits, because those items will not get spoiled." Of course, those biscuits were baked in the temple. And at last resort, if you don't have anything, then you can give money, but know very well that money may get misused. This instance remained etched in my mind, that I confirmed the presence of small food packets in my car even before I looked to the keys. From that day onwards, the devotee is so careful. Even he may forget the key of the car. He's always particular that that car will have some type of prasadam, because somebody will be there to have some prasadam. Radhanath Maharaj has compassionate towards one and without any consideration of race, caste, age, sex, religion, country, or even economic status. This is the mood we all should imbibe from him. The last story, he showed compassionate to the humans. Now he's showing compassion to the animal. That devotee has titled this Ugly Cat. Usually whenever we see dog or cat here, we shoo them away. We think, useless. So here we'll see what Radhanath Maharaj's mood is. His countenance showed concern. Yet he strained his smile and requested me to accompany him. As I followed Radhanath Swami, I wondered where he was taking me. Maharaj took one of his disciples, "Come with me." You will be so fortunate. Imagine if a guru calls you, "Come, let's go." It was a hot summer day. As we walked through the corridors of a monastery, a pleasant breeze flowed in from the nearby sea. Our march ended in the parapet of a first floor. Radhanath Swami peered down in the adjacent Lakshmi Narayan garden. "Do you know that cat?" We don't even know the devotees. He's asking, "Do you know that cat?" Looking in the same direction, I found an ugly cat bleeding profusely in the leg. Many stray cats loitered in that area. At night, they moaned and shrieked as they fought for the mate. The monks often lost sleep because of these creatures. Looked at like this cat too was injured in one of the night brawls. Served it right. This devotee was thinking, "Wow, this cat would have done some mischief. That's the reason it has got some injury in the leg." He was thinking like that. Radhanath Maharaj interrupted my thoughts. So it looks as if Maharaj has read the mind of his disciple. "This cat is staying with us for a few years now. This must be a spiritualist from the past birth. He is amongst the residents of our temple, ashram." A chill tingled in my spine. Gripped by shame, I cast another glance at the cat. How lowly of me to have despised at that soul, this devotee is thinking. It's a sacred responsibility to take care of him. Will you please take responsibility of getting him cured? Maharaj is asking the disciple. Radhanath Maharaj disclosed why he had brought me there. I consented and rushed the cat to a veterinary clinic. We all know that ECR has maximum veterinary clinic in entire Chennai. Every 100 meters there will be a vet clinic, vet restaurant also is there, vet, even saloon is there. Radhanath Maharaj disclosed why he had brought me here. The injury would have been fatal if the treatment would have been delayed, as the vet later conveyed. 1 week later, I watched the cat spring out of the sack and brought him from the vet. I looked at him at a different perspective, as though he is another devotee of our monastery. This devotee, this is what we have learned, and it will take time for us. I am not in that level. We need our senior devotees or a spiritual master to keep on heading. That's what our acharyas have said, because the souls are there everywhere. And many times we used to always, when I was sitting in the Sudasattva, some dogs used to come. I should tell this cleaner, shoo them away. And the dogs used to always smell the feet of the devotees. maybe one lifetime we would have done such activity, Sukriti. We would have come in the shelter of the Lord's presence. So this shows Radhanath Maharaj's mercy, tolerance, compassionate, is completely. And in Srirangam, that Rangaraj Bhatt, who is one of the descendants of Gopal Bhatt, that was a house where Mahaprabhu stayed 5 days back. When few years back, when the Yatra went there, they arranged a beautiful reception for Radhanath Maharaj. They made a chariot. They don't do it even for the jeer. In the pavilion, they gave a crown, flower crown, made from flower. We used to decorate our Radha Krishna on flower Abhishek day. And he was made to sit like a king. And it was drawn by horse in Srirangam, which was supposed to be given to a jeer of the Sampradaya. Though they are Sri Sampradaya, they recognized Maharaj, compassionate. They gave honor to our own Radhanath Maharaj. That was, then they told Maharaj, this time you brought 5,000, next time please bring 10,000 devotees. Let Srirangam get purified by just 10,000 into 2 feet, 20,000 feet dancing on the Srirangam feet, so that we all can be drowning in the dust, emanating from the dust of the devotees dancing. And Radhanath Maharaj, last I'll finish, whenever you go near him, if you see his eyes, I don't know how many have seen his eyes, Parameshwar can tell. It's completely different. I've never seen that eyes. It's so compassionate. As if he has taken away all our sinful activities and giving us back the wonderful mercy. And when he dances, he completely loses. Once long back in T Nagar, Burkitt Road, which was a small rented place, Bhakti Tirth Maharaj, from Africa, is no more. He's very close to Radhanath Maharaj. They had a Sandhya Arati. They were dancing and dancing like that. We all got tired. We said, they continued still dancing. And Radhanath Maharaj's hands went like this. If you see some of the YouTube videos, one hand goes like this. And his leg, the knees will touch his cheek. We try this, we'll have to go to a which clinic, bone clinic, and try to charge. So it's completely out of body consciousness. That I have personally experienced, and many of you would have experienced. When you come near him, the aura, the respect, we can feel the aura and the thing. So we are all very fortunate that Prabhupada has initiated such a wonderful soul, and he has initiated so many wonderful souls. Those wonderful souls are sitting here, and we have many more. And there was a meeting in Juhu. They were asking Radhanath Maharaj, you are now not initiating, once in 5 years only. So many in back list, there's a waiting list. Why can't all of you have about 70 to 80 devotees right now, they are qualified to give initiation, Radhanath Maharaj. Yeah, time will come. He has produced wonderful class devotees. One such great devotee visited our temple a few days back. Bhakti Maharaj was there. He also he's so compassionate. He never gets angry. And we all think sannyasi must only be dealing with spiritual activities. They were also dealing with the politicians. Maharaj is very particular to go to any of the invitation given by Ambani's, Rajnikant. We think, oh, sannyasi, why should go there? He's going, even showing mercy to them also. So they also can be given mercy. Not only to the cat, not only the beggar in the signal area, even to the billionaires and millionaires. For them, everyone is same. That's a wonderful thing we had. I'm very thankful to the devotees of Radhanath Maharaj in Chennai for giving an opportunity. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Radhanath Maharaj ki jai. Gaur Premanand Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for so many beautiful pastimes of Guru Maharaj. Okay, looking at time. Mataji, do we have permission for 5 more minutes? Okay. So, we have a long list pending, but it's exactly 1 o'clock. Let's take 5 to 10 more minutes and allow a few more devotees. His Grace Atma Bandhu Prabhu. Okay, please Prabhu. And then I request Parmeshwara Gaura Prabhu to be in line quickly. And after that, Shyam Murari Prabhu, Brajadevi Mataji. So I again humbly request, please try to keep it short so the devotees can do it. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, I'll certainly keep it short. First of all, thank you very much for giving this opportunity for glorifying the Guru Maharaj. So I'm going to give one extract of the lecture that Radhanath Swami Maharaj had delivered at Juhu Temple on 26th of January 2014. So it's almost 11 years that is going to happen. So that was the first lecture that my wife and I had attended of Guru Maharaj. It had been just 1 month before which we had got associated with ISKCON, and we had got an opportunity to attend this lecture. So this was delivered at the terrace of Juhu Temple. Now we know that two things, out of the many things, two things that Guru Maharaj always emphasized, and one is humility and the other is gratitude. And one of the many quotes that Maharaj give from Shashtakam is Tranadapi Suni Chain Tarorapi Sahishuna Amanid Madena Kirtana Sadahari. So one thing that had struck me from that lecture, and I still remember and I have always remembered, was that Maharaj told that I don't want to control anyone. I don't want to control anything. So this is obviously coming from this Shashtakam phrase only, that we should not be controlling, we should be humble, we should always be humility. But Maharaj did not stop there. He then further said, and I don't want to be controlled by anyone also. So this thing has really caught my attention. I have not forgotten it even after 10 years also, that we should not control others, but yes, we should not be controlled by others also. And this is what I have kept myself for my personal dealing with all others. We should of course not be manipulative, but then we should not allow others to manipulate us also. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thanks for giving an opportunity to glorify a wonderful Vaishnava. To make it simple, I will have one or two incidences. I am not going to narrate the incident in detail. I will make it very short. When we talk about His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, the primary attraction for all is the book Journey Home. As I was reading, I was completely immersed. I was shedding tears at many places for the simple reason, having born in India, we have never tried anything of this type. And recently when I was reading the Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the verses, how Maharaj is so great and how he is a real Bhagavata. This is a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam 2:12. I'll just read the translation only. What is the value of a prolonged life which is wasted, inexperienced by years in this world? Better a moment full of consciousness, because that gives one start a searching after his supreme interest. So Maharaj has spent many years to find out the supreme interest, and he has been traveling for hours together, days together, years together. But interestingly, what I am doing, coming from Nanganallur to Akkarai, I find it so difficult. So this is my mood. So we have to understand from these great Vaishnavas how we have to be enthusiastic in serving Guru, Krishna and the Vaishnavas. Then another very important thing, when Maharaj visited Dubai, Damodar Yatra, he visited only once or twice, not often, but like other Maharaj. That occasion, Maharaj was so enthusiastic, giving his mercy to each and every one. So when I went and approached, I had the opportunity of doing pranam, and he blessed us with his smile. So as it was explained earlier also, many devotees are talking about his smile. See, a devotee always requires a smile. Again, from the Bhagavatam, it's Narada Muni who is explaining to Dhruva Maharaj, Prasadabhimukam Shashvat Prasanna Vadaneksham. So that means we should always spread a smile whoever we meet. That is a very basic, important quality we require as a devotee. So this way, it is really important from Maharaj's angle, how we are very fortunate to have his smile. So as I was meditating on this, recently, last year, when we were traveling to US, we were rushing for the flight. At the time in the Los Angeles airport, Maharaj was crossing very quickly to catch his flight. My son, my wife, all were rushing to the same thing. But when I saw Maharaj, immediately I loudly said, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj is going. Instantly, he was walking very fast, but what did he do? Since I said loudly, he turned and he spread a smile. That is the electrifying effect of the Vaishnavas. You will not believe it, that recharge took us so long, and it is still in our heart. So we should always spread a smile with all. This is very important. Another thing, there are two things which I want to say. See, whenever we get an opportunity to speak at the end, the glorification, there are plus and minus. I'll tell you that. Because I was about to glorify Maharaj on the instance where he was glorified on the Srirangam Dham. This is the first Divya Desham of the entire Sri Vaishnava. I was about to narrate, but interestingly, Sumita Krishna Prabhu narrated everything. But I took point, that's what I'm telling. Again, I took a wonderful point in that. See, Maharaj appreciated those who were sitting at the end, who were in the kitchen. I remembered another instance, because it's a Sri Vaishnava, wonderful place, Dham. I remember studying Sri Ramanujacharya when he was honoring the various disciples and devotees. There was one Dobi who used to bring wonderful washed cloth perfectly ironed for Lord Radhanath Swami. He was very shy and he was standing at the back of the entire crowd. And all those who were sitting in the front, they were eagerly waiting, oh, I am going to be glorified. My Guru Maharaj is going to call my name. But to surprise everybody, Ramanujacharya called out that Dobi, that washerman who was standing with humility, he called, come near. And he was coming with so much shyness, and the cloth what the Lord Ranganatha was wearing, he was offered that cloth. So I remembered how Radhanath Maharaj is so merciful, like Sri Ramanujacharya. Hare Krishna. So with this I stop here because I want to see so many leelas as I heard from Gauranga Prabhu and Radhesham Prabhu. Since time limit is there, so I am winding up here. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And one word I should never miss it. In Chennai, that is Chaitanya Nitadesh, I am getting a few devotees connection who are disciples of Radhanath Maharaj. Amazing qualities, amazing qualities. We have to learn from them. Similarly, back in Damodar Desh also, there were so many wonderful disciples of Radhanath Maharaj, amazing qualities, cooperating for the yatra and growing along with the yatra. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So we have last three devotees. So I request His Grace Shyam Murari Prabhu, and after that Veer Gauradas. I request His Grace Sridhar Shyam Prabhu, and the final one would be His Grace Jai Krishna Charan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I would like to narrate an incident which shows Maharaj doesn't take comfort when others are in discomfort. There was a yatra, and Maharaj is supposed to give lecture in Malgarkund, which is surrounded by paddy fields. And there is not much trees, and the sun is so scorching. And the volunteers, they went ahead and then they tried to find a spot for Maharaj. And then the kund, around the kund, the bank, it is full of muddy, the floor was muddy, and there is no hard spot. Finally, after searching, they found a spot with one tree. After a while, Maharaj comes with other pilgrims. The volunteers, they directed Maharaj to the chosen spot. Maharaj went there, he looked at the spot, and then he looked the other side. This is with shade and hard floor. The other side is scorching sun and it is muddy. Maharaj contemplated for some time, and then he just walked to the other side, sat on the muddy floor, and gave lecture in the scorching sun. This tells how Maharaj doesn't take comfort when others are in discomfort. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Veer Gaur Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, when we talk our Sampradaya, Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, so its most important scripture is Srimad Bhagavatam. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, because we are not able to understand, we are not eligible to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, but Srila Prabhupada given most beautiful purpose, so we understand easily. And Srila Prabhupada also given practical purpose. Those who Srila Prabhupada disciples, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So these are the deities of purpose. That's Srila Prabhupada purpose. So we follow one line, one words in that purpose, so our life is successful. Like that, similarly, if we follow one instruction of Srila Prabhupada disciples, so our life is also successful. So I'm just talking these things. I'm not meditating and understanding, but by the mercy of Gurudev and His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, if I'm able to follow one thing, so that's why I'm sharing with us all devotees. So please bless me. So Maharaj also accepting me, and you bless. So I that appreciate, and also that in staying this quality in my heart. So also I am purify and serve like you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Sridhar Shyam Prabhu. And after that, His Grace Jai Krishna Charan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I don't have anything much to say because I have met Maharaj only once in my life. Personally, I mean, physically, heard so much about him. And I think he had come about 10 years back after the temple was constructed. I think he had gone to Tirupati for a yatra and come here. GBC meeting, is it okay? I don't remember. But then some devotee, I don't know, he said, you'll have to meet Maharaj. I said, no, I'm frightened of him. Because he's so high. I am so low. There's no chance my meeting him. I said, no, I don't want to go. That devotee, I don't remember. Maybe Parameshwar Prabhu, I don't know. I don't remember. One Radhanath Swami disciple, he said, no, he was staying in the small room near Bhanu Maharaj deity kitchen, near the deity kitchen. A small room there. Very small room. Such a great person was staying in a very small room. And so I went there and I bowed down to him. Radhanath Swami Maharaj always talks about humility. Always. And he, first time, physically, personally, I experienced that humility. Where is he and where I am? I bowed down to him, he bowed down to me. I said, I shouldn't have gone to him. Because I think I committed a great offense. Making a sannyasi bow down to me. I was shocked. He would demonstrate that humility. What I'm trying to say, he was not just a speech, words, lecture. And bowing down to a very ordinary devotee. Even if a sannyasi had bowed down, he had respected, or a leader, it's okay. But where am I? I said, what's happening? I was shocked. This is the only experience I have had with Radhanath Swami, apart from reading his books. So, that humility he speaks about, and he also shows it to us. And not only he doesn't discriminate. Okay, I should bow down to this devotee, I should not bow down to this devotee. For example, I will discriminate. If somebody unfortunately bows down to me, I don't bow back. I feel so awkward. I don't know what to do. But at that level, so what I'm trying to say is that Yadad acharti shreshta tattadevataro janaha. Only when such shreshta purushas demonstrate a quality, that we will be inspired to follow that quality. So that example is set for me. Nowadays, at least after that, if unfortunately somebody bows down to me because of my age, for nothing else, and then I bow down back to him. Even though I may not do full namaskar, at least I touch the ground. So that quality alone I've learned. After that, I have not met him before that or after that. I hope to meet him sometime in the future and get his blessings. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. As Ajita Prabhu said, Paradukha Dukhi. So Guru Maharaj is always Paradukha Dukhi. If anybody is not well or if anybody is having some problem, Maharaj has a bigger problem, how to solve the problem. I'll give you one instance. In an ashram, in Chaupati ashram, there was a school also where poor students used to study there. So there was one boy who wanted to go for yatra with his mother. So he told Maharaj, even my mother should come. He was a poor boy. So Maharaj said, definitely your mother should come. Who said no? And that evening there was a meeting among how to take care of the VIPs. So Guru Maharaj went to the VIP meetings and told, I think Mafatlal's mother is coming. They said yes. He said, this boy's mother is also coming and she should be given the same treatment as Mafatlal's mother is given. There should be no discrimination. And there's one more instance I will say, Maharaj always speaks. There was one saint in the bank of Ganges. He was praying and then one scorpio comes and bites him and blood starts oozing. So what the saint does, takes the scorpio and puts it back to the river Ganges. And again the scorpio comes and bites him. This happens for a couple of times. There's one passerby, he says to that saint, what are you fool? You can just smash the scorpio, kill him. Why you are not killing him? He says, no, everybody's got nature. The scorpio's nature is to bite. He is doing his job. My nature as a saint is to forgive. I am doing my job. So both of them are doing our respective jobs. And Maharaj always speaks of gratitude. He says one should always have gratitude. If you don't have gratitude, then there's no life. I would like to end at this and thank you everyone over here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I would like to conclude this program and I beg forgiveness from all those devotees who couldn't come forward to glorify, and I would like to put my humble obeisances to all the devotees who glorified. So now we are at the end of the program. Just a small announcement that we have a Guru Maharaj's Journey Home book in Tamil language on the right hand side here at the table. There are some 21 copies. If anyone would like to take, you can take. It's free. But if you'd like to donate something, it's okay. You can contact Sai Suman Prabhu on the right side if you see, just in case if you'd like to donate something. Otherwise, it's a free copies, you can take. Now, as part of, those who have missed out, please give me 1 minute if I can also speak. So as Prabhu was adding about that Paradukhi, Dukha Dukhi concept, I think I have spoken in previous Vyasa Puja, but just want to add, how Guru Maharaj is not only solving human problem, even for animals, birds, butterfly, everybody he is so much concerned about. Somebody gave that cat bleeding, right? So one time one butterfly came and in Maharaj's room, and then about to die on that table. And Maharaj was supposed to go to some meeting, so he called one brahmachari devotee and asked him, sit here and chant. At that brahmachari, you can imagine his mindset, he was completely shocked what to do. Maharaj asked me to chant for this butterfly, and then he chanted, and then he saw that after I think 10-15 minutes, butterfly flew away. And then he informed Maharaj, Maharaj was like, your chanting is really pure for the butterfly. And similarly, one time, another little sad incident that, Maharaj was walking towards, I don't know the very deep right now remember, but I think Maharaj was coming towards the chapati or the temple, And on the way, on the road, he saw that one car has smashed a puppy dog, small dog. There is on the road you have a pot. Inside that, the dog was somehow, crashed by a car. And he was just bleeding maybe on the last breaths. And Maharaj, when he was returning for his morning walk, he sat down there, he chanted until that dog that left the body. So that's how he is, completely merciful to every living entity. So thank you very much. Hare, we all can chant one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Vyasa Puja Mahotsav ki. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. So now I would request Ranga Krishna Prabhu, Ajita Prabhu, Amrendra Prabhu to please come forward for the cake cutting ceremony. And after that we will have the Aarti. We have Balaram Shakti Prabhu back in. Okay, yes Prabhu. I saw you went out. Prabhu, please join here at the table. Amrendra Prabhu, Ajita Prabhu, Sumitra Prabhu. We will hold our hands, at your shoulder we'll put our hand, Prabhu. Please, Prabhu. I cannot call all 100, 200 here, so you can all hold each other's hand, make a chain so everybody is cutting the cake. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you.
Just I need song book. ಸಂಸಾರ ಅರ್ಥ தெரியும் ಲಿರಿಕ್ಸ್ போட்டு
Hare Krishna, while Aarati is going on, you can simultaneously do Puspanjali also. Hare Krishna.
ಸಂಸಾರದವ ನಳಲಿಧ ಲೋಕ ತ್ರಾಣಾಯ ಕಾರುಣ್ಯ ಗಣ ಗಣತ್ವಂ प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणनवास्य वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् महाप्रभु कीर्तन नृत्य गीता वादित माद्यान् मनसोरसेन रोमाञ्चकम्पाश्रुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् श्रीविग्रह आराधन नित्यनाना शृङ्गारतन्मन्दिरमाजनादौ युक्तस्य भक्तं च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत प्रसादो स्वाद्वन्न तृप्तान् हरिभक्त संगान् कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजता सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपारा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नाम् प्रतिक्षणा स्वाधनलोलुपास्या वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् 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 निकुञ्जयूनो रतिकेळिसिद्यै यायालिभिर्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया तत्र तिदक्षादतिवल्लभास्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् 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 साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रैः उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभोर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्या प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि ध्यायां स्तुवं तस्य यस्य स्त्रीसन्ध्या वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् ध्यायां स्तुवं तस्य यशस्त्रीसन्ध्या वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम् 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 जय गुरुदेवा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलाददायिने हिरण्यकशिपो रक्ष शीलकनकलाये ito नरसिंहा भरतो नरसिंहा यत्र यत्र यामि ततो नरसिंहा बाह्ये नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदिं चरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरेणक अद्भुतशृङ्गा ललितायरण्यकशिपो ताणभृङ्गा केशवतीर्थ नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नाखा अद्भुत शृंगा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रह्लाद महाराज जय प्रह्लाद महाराज जय प्रह्लाद महाराज जय प्रह्लाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nitya Gaura Hariva, 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 Nitya Gaura Hariva.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Om Nityalila Vishnu Om Pribhrati Drastos of divine gaze. Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नाम आचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन धाम की श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की इस राधानाथ स्वामी महाराज व्यास पूज महोत्सव की व्यास पूज महोत्सव की श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसलेशन बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की बृहत मृदंगम की निताई गौर प्रेमानंद हरि ऑल glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, and all glories Shri Guru and Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada Gurudev ki.